That's like your movie thing.
Yeah, you betcha.
Couldn't spring for that though.
Nah, we're not doing that.
Although we should get one.
We should.
I think I got some 2x4s. I could build you one.
Perfect.
How did you come up with your intro theme?
What's up, everybody? Welcome to the 615 podcast. If you haven't yet, please like, subscribe, share with your friends, comment. Even if it's a shitty comment.
Yeah.
You know what? Because then we can get a banter going at least.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. Hey, well, what's up? It's Kelsey. That's Alex.
And I'm Josh. Yeah. Sometimes John forgets his own name.
But he's over here to my left.
Yeah.
Yeah. I did that once.
He did.
Called myself Josh.
Solely Tober.
Yeah. There's a few too many stones. Yeah.
Nah, I think we got into the hard stuff on that one.
True.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. Which I will be here in a little bit. What's Uncle Nearest anyway? Here, Alex, bring that over. Kelsey brought this. What is that?
Uncle Nearest was known for the first African-American master distiller. Each small batch is curated by his great-great-granddaughter now. They started 160 years ago, and they've got it figured out. 93 proof, got a little bit of a kick.
Where is it made? Is it in Kentucky or Tennessee?
Kentucky.
New York City! Tennessee, huh?
Peso.
Shelbyville.
I think Uncle Nearest originally had a hand in helping with getting Jack Daniels set up, if I remember my history correct.
Huh.
Kelsey does a lot of real estate stuff, but I'd say his expertise is in booze.
Well, in all honesty, if I wasn't an educated drunk, I'd be an alcoholic.
Yeah. Everything I know about tequila, I've learned from this guy.
It's delicious, and everybody should drink it often.
And it's better cold, but I know that's the wrong way.
Yeah.
I think the right way to drink alcohol is whatever you like.
Yeah.
My favorite's free.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Every time I take shots, I get shit because I'm like, hey, Nick, can you put that in the shaker? That's fucking warm.
Yeah.
It's also how you drink it. A lot of the harder alcoholic people worry about it burning. It's just because they don't drink it right. There's an actual technique so you can get more of the flavor out of it.
You taught me the interesting.
How's that?
So when you
We need a lesson. Let's hear it.
so when you take a shot, people usually breathe in. Well, that's what activates the heat in it. So if you don't breathe in, you just drink it and then exhale.
Yes.
You don't get the burn.
Yeah.
And you can get the flavors, and it comes over the palate better. And
I've been doing that accidentally all this time. I thought I was just a pussy. Like, breathe in, it hurts.
Hold on.
Don't
Still true, but
Yeah. So, do you have a favorite if you go types of booze? You're not a big rum drinker, are you? Oh, well, never mind.
Not
Don't
primarily,
scratch
no.
that question. You drink everything. But, yeah.
for me, rum's more of it's a Captain and Coke deal.
Yeah, okay. But tequila, the whiskey, the
Scotch.
whatever, scotch.
Yep.
What do you like the best?
Depends on the day.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
There you go. Alex.
I'm into the sipping tequilas lately.
All right. Yeah. So this is while you're driving a train or not?
Just running one.
You say that, but there have been people that have done that.
Yeah. I mean, it's not like you're steering the train.
Yeah, the easiest part
You're
is...
pushing the go button.
Yeah, the easiest part is the steering.
Are you the one shoveling the coal into the thing?
Ooh. No, but that job was... I believe that was called a fireman. They don't have those anymore.
You aren't the brake guy up on the caboose spinning the
No,
handles
but
up top?
that was a real thing. The term brakemen, they had the brakes on top of the cars, and they would run from car to car, and that's how they'd slow them down, is spinning the brakes.
Where did Joe on the brakes go? I don't know.
Yeah.
He's up there somewhere. No, he's not.
not anymore. He's not.
Yeah.
We did just cross under this bridge thing that was this close to the...
I guess he didn't duck.
Yeah, the numbers of fatalities on the railroad were pretty high back then.
Yeah, no shit. Yep.
So in your normal day, this is going to sound real uneducated. When you're running the train, What is there to actually do?
Oh boy.
Oh, I don't run the train. I just tell the engineer that, hey, you got to slow down up there.
To wake up?
Yeah. Make sure you whistle for that crossing.
Do you ever say, "Can I pull the string"?
Oh, it's a button now.
Oh, boo.
Yeah, they give me a little button on my side of the cab. The engineer has a lever that he gets to play with, but
Yeah.
You should start a side business retrofitting trains with a string to like pull that horn.
I don't know. There's a lot of angry people on the railroad. They'd probably just rip the string in half, and the horn would stay on.
I think somebody ripped the string out by my kid's house.
Yeah.
Because it seems to stay on nonstop.
Yeah. How,
It's amazing how far that sound carries.
yeah.
What is a horn made with? I mean, is it blowing through something like a trumpet, or is it like
Yeah.
a audio file sent through a ginormous speaker?
No, it's compressed air.
Oh, it is,
going
still.
through. Yeah, so it's the same one that like it's on semis, and it's just a heck of a lot louder.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, my place is, as a crow flies, probably 5 miles from the depot, and you can hear that.
Oh, yeah.
No problem.
It carries with the wind really well.
And we hear it here
Yeah.
every once in a while when that wind's coming this way. I thought it was years and years ago. I thought it was like a factory getting off of work. I just heard it.
You're like, where's the steel mill?
I'm like, I don't recall a factory somewhere around here where they're like blowing the horn for break time.
Yeah, lunch.
Yeah. no.
That's just the local Walmart.
Yeah.
Oh, Lord.
Do they have to go out and inspect every track every so often?
Yeah. So there's track inspectors. So they basically ride in trucks that have high rail wheels
Yeah.
that they put and they can set on our tracks with a pickup truck.
Yeah.
And then they have their territory, whatever it is, and they have to run that every mile twice per week. Is
Holy shit.
about what they have to do.
Because we were talking about that the other day. It was like, you look over at the train track and you're like, cool, yeah, it's been there as long as I can remember. Then you actually think about it and you're like, that fucking track has been there for many lifetimes.
Yeah. I know. We were coming back from up by Bonner's Ferry. We're driving down. This was between Bonner's Ferry and Sandpoint, the railroad tracks just to the east of the road. And there was one of those trucks driving on there. Must have been inspecting, I guess. But I was secretly going, fuck, I hope when we get up here there's a train coming in. I wanted to see what happened.
Hopefully they didn't talk to each other.
And yeah.
I'm sure the Ford would win.
Well, and I'm going off of 10 years ago it was every mile twice, 2 times. It could be less now. They've made some budget cuts.
Whoa.
Sorry.
But
So what does that look like
Lane.
as far as actual miles that they would put in? Is that like 1,000 miles a week or something? What would that equate
So
to?
if you have, let's just say from Spokane to Pasco is your territory, that's 171 miles.
Okay.
So you would basically go down and back, but they don't do it all in one stretch. They'll just do 5 miles here, get off the track, drive on the highway for 50 miles and get back on another section. And then
skip that section.
they come back.
No, come back the other way.
That one's scheduled to fail in a week.
Yeah. No, yeah.
By the way, the big train in Bonners that went off.
In the Kootenai River.
Yeah, what the hell caused that?
That was a boulder the size of a minivan.
He didn't push a button.
Yeah. No, that was a boulder the size of a minivan, and I know both of the guys that were involved in that.
They both live?
They both lived, yeah.
That's good.
Yeah, and
Oh shit, I remember that now.
Yeah, that was a big one.
yeah,
Did they get pretty banged up?
yeah. There's nothing soft inside a locomotive cab. it's basically getting thrown around, and everything is steel.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, they were pretty banged up from it, but they survived it. Which part of it was they couldn't get out. Once they went into the river, the water pressure wouldn't let them open the doors or the windows to get out, and actually a track inspector had to high rail in, and he took a sledgehammer and bashed out one of the windows to get them out.
Holy shit.
Dear God.
Yeah.
How long were they in there?
Ooh, a while. I mean,
Yeah.
it was
Because it's not like it's like, hey, by the way, we know the train went off the track immediately.
Yeah.
and That track inspector actually, he was in a little bit of hot water because he didn't have the authority to get on the tracks and do that. But he basically said, "Screw you guys!
These guys are gonna live,
I'm gonna
yeah.
go help these guys." And the company backed off after they realized that publicity would have looked really bad.
Yeah,
if you discipline the guy that saved 2 lives,
Yeah.
Stop
By the way,
saving people.
that guy that saved people, we fired him.
yeah,
It's kind of like the whatever Wells Cargo money truck where the guy saved somebody who was dying of a heart attack, gave him CPR, and he lived, and he got fired because he was taking his attention off the duties of saving
Yeah.
the money.
Yeah.
And they fired him. It didn't look. That wasn't a good look either. But I was gonna say those windows when you're driving on the road. Of course, it's because you're far away. The windows look like they're this big. You know, how big are those windows in the engine?
you talking like the side, like
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
side windows? I don't know, probably about half the size of this table.
Oh, okay.
They split in the middle, so you
Oh,
open from
you
the
can
middle.
easily okay.
But
Do you like pull the window and then do this on the side as you're driving down the track?
I wave at all the people that tell me I'm number one, especially when they're late for work. I get told I'm number one a lot.
Oh, I'm sure.
So those front windshields, are they designed to be extra thick, or are those just like everyday glass out of a truck?
No, they can withstand. They're not bulletproof, but they're thicker than normal.
I'm pretty sure that along those tracks, sometimes you probably got to hit something.
Well, the weather's getting nice. Usually the kids, when they get out of school, they come downtown and they start throwing rocks at us.
Jesus.
How many coins do you think you
I know. I
run
was going to
over?
say, what happened to the days of smashing pennies?
There's a lot of they still do that. I saw somebody the other day, you know, they're sitting there, they quick run out, which is not a, you know, we don't want to come around a corner and see some kid running towards the tracks. Like put it out there when we're a long ways away. And then,
Yeah. You don't have to put it out there when the train's here.
Right.
You can put it there anytime.
I still remember as a kid hearing, like, don't do that. You can derail a
Oh,
train.
dude, I thought, yeah.
We run over rocks. That's
Yeah.
that's the latest one. They'll take the ballast rocks that are about the size of a baseball, put them on there, and that'll actually, you can feel those in the cab.
Huh.
Oh, damn.
Hey, you fucking kids, quit doing that.
Yeah. I was one.
Your
I
parents will be
actually-
responsible for the purchase of a new engine.
It's a fun feeling when you're tired after a 12-hour shift and all of a sudden the locomotive goes out and you're just like,
Where are we going from here?
and you're going through downtown and you're like, what was that? You're looking to see if there's like a person or something.
You see the top half of a person over here.
What's that red mist?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I when down in Boise during school, the Olympics, the Summer Olympics were in Atlanta. And I don't know if you remember, they had the train that went across the whole country, and it was a big deal. It was the Olympic train. They had the big torch thing on the side of it. And so we went out there because it was right behind Kelly's house.
Yeah.
And we went out there and we're like, wow, look at that. And then all of a sudden, look at, and I'm throwing rocks at it. Like, fuck, Joe, why are you throwing rocks at the train? I don't know, you got to.
I don't know, it seemed like
You're
fun.
supposed to. You're supposed to throw rocks at the train. Or if you're at the links, you know,
You were trying to hit the bums that shouldn't be on the train anyways.
trying to knock them off.
Yeah.
That's the Olympic train.
Yeah.
Or your larger cities, you're just supposed to paint it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There is some pretty impressive graffiti artists though that they paint those rail cars. It's pretty good work.
Oh, I've seen some impressive stuff.
I just don't know how they do it because I mean those rail cars are not short.
Yeah.
Now they're just
I'm like, did they bring a ladder?
I'm going to go fuck some shit up tonight.
Yeah.
Grab the ladder.
Grab the ladder and all the spray paint.
And your hood.
now they're making money on TikTok.
Ski mask. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's a new thing too. There's people that do like basically mini documentaries where they ride the rails, and they film them.
It's an idea.
While they're doing it
And-
illegally.
Yeah.
And a buddy of mine who's retired, he actually encountered them between Whitefish and Spokane, where they had the BNSF police meet and basically arrest them, pull them off the train. But there's a 7-mile tunnel between Whitefish and Spokane. They were prepared. They had respirators. They had all this stuff. Like they knew everything in that route that was going to be a potential problem. Yeah, they did their research.
If you're going to
7
look
tunnel.
into something that much, find something fucking better to do.
Yeah. Like
Like,
throw
you know,
rocks.
they make
Like, yeah,
planes,
just-
you dipshits.
Yeah, just throw
It's a
rocks
lot
like
faster
the rest of us.
travel.
Yeah, I know. That was
So
basic.
what else do you find in 7 miles worth of tunnel when you're sitting up there with you have one headlight?
Elk.
Oh yeah, we did. Well, I was the second train through on that. There was a tunnel up by Naples, and there's a thunderstorm, and a whole herd of elk went in there.
Oh God.
And we meet this train, and they go, "Hey, just a heads up, there's some carnage in the tunnel." We go through there, and it's like the scene from The Shining. All the
Oh, yeah,
blood
yeah.
on the
Yeah.
walls.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh my goodness! Like, yeah, there was just elk carcasses everywhere.
Wow.
It was a mess. Yeah, they said that they hit probably about 20 of them.
Jesus, didn't even have to ground the beef.
No.
Yeah. Does it progressively slow the train down or just keep going?
No, I
You're
hit
not
I hit a truck a few years ago that was unoccupied, big box truck.
I'm glad you said it was unoccupied.
Yeah. Well, no, the guys were on the side of the tracks doing jumping jacks, hoping that was going to stop.
Yeah,
us.
like that's gonna slow you down.
And yeah, we hit the emergency brake and still hit them doing 35, and we just kind of cut the ass end of this box truck off, took the Tommy gate and the back door off, but yeah, we spun that truck like it was nothing. All it did was just bend in a couple of the guardrails for our ladder that we walk up.
Wow.
Huh.
So
That is the funny thing. You think of a train going 35, you're like, it's not that fast. Couldn't have done that much damage, but
Yeah.
that's a lot of fucking weight
and
behind that.
Yeah.
I've like walking up the when you run into the hitch on your truck.
Oh, yeah.
You know that feeling?
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
so
I've
machine that
marked-
has a few dents in it
I've
from
done
that.
that walking up the steps. Like the steps will be kind of steep, and I'll go and I'll hit my knee on it, and it's that feeling like you think you're gonna pass out or puke or both.
Yeah. It's
Yeah.
ringing for a while.
And I'm like, I just did that walking. I couldn't imagine if that thing hit you at 5 miles an hour.
Yeah.
Sever your leg.
Like 5 miles an hour would be horrible.
Yeah.
You'd have to go get a new leg.
Yeah, there's not. Other than that rock, there's not many times where the train loses.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Is there a speed limit on? Well, obviously there's a speed limit on certain parts of the track. Like, what's the maximum speed a train can go if you've got 100 miles of straight track and you just wanted to push that thing to the limit?
If you got rid of the governor,
Yeah.
I don't know.
It just keeps on going because it's just.
So if you don't have any cars attached, you can go 70. Around here, the fastest any loaded train can go is 60, and that's all your Amazon intermodal stuff. Down on the Transcon, which runs from California to Texas.
Just wanted to say.
They can go. I think they go mid to upper 70 down there with cars.
Jeez.
I think, yeah, they go pretty quick down there. But yeah, around here we got so many mountains and stuff. It's pretty slow for the most part. You go, I mean, it's fast going downhill because they're heavy trains, but it's slow going uphill.
What was that? There was a big wreck up in Canada over on Montreal or Ontario, Lake du Lac, Lac or something.
Yeah, the oil.
It was parked up top, and the brakes went released or something, and then it all went downhill. Started cruising into this town, and then it just went. There was a turn in the rail. It just started piling up on there, and every oil car started exploding. It was like something out of World War III.
Oh yeah. Now that one was a interesting situation because they only had an engineer on that train. So basically what happened was the motor shut down, and that shuts down the compressor that has all the brakes. So then the brakes eventually bled off, and they didn't actually tie any physical hand brakes. So then when that air bleeds off, it's basically like releasing the brakes, and it was unoccupied. Nobody was in it.
It was like in the middle of the night, wasn't it?
Yeah. There was something where the engine caught on fire, and the fire department had to come and put it out, and then they didn't secure it with enough brakes, and then it went down into the town and derailed.
Yeah, derailed and blew up.
Yeah,
blew the fuck up.
There's a couple of pictures at the yard office at Hauser of. Do you remember when the train cars fell onto I-90?
No.
So
How long ago was
I
that?
might have to look, but there's a picture in there of a boxcar hanging off of the bridge, and the other cars laying down on I-90.
In Spokane.
Yeah, like as you're going up
No
towards
shit.
the airport. Yeah.
I'm trying to think.
I think I remember seeing that picture.
Huh.
Yeah.
So-
And then in the Wenatchee Yard office, do you remember the Wenatchee Yard exploding? The whole train yard?
No.
So they had, I don't know what it was, diesel fertilizer cars collided or something. You know, it was like a big Oklahoma City bombing.
Yeah.
It sent the one set of axles over the river to East Wenatchee.
Holy
shit.
Yeah, those pictures, it's absolutely decimated.
Wow.
Yeah, and I think that
Can we
was
get a
back,
round of applause for that?
Yeah. I don't know where that is.
Good job, Josh.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah, I think that was back in the '70s. That's back when everyone's like, I'll just pay the fine.
Yeah. Yeah. We need to get this shit over there.
John
Do
was
they-
35 then.
Yeah.
So, with all of your travels up here, what is the most scenic section of track that you've ran?
Probably between Everett and Wenatchee.
Oh yeah, up there in the North Cascades.
Yeah,
you
that
basically-
is a cool area.
You basically follow this. I think it's the Skykomish River, the Snohomish River.
Is that Highway 2?
Yeah,
that's
you
close
you
by?
pretty much
Stevens Pass and-
parallel that.
That is a beautiful drive.
Yeah. The problem is Amtrak doesn't run in the daylight over there, so you don't really get to see it.
Oh.
Summertime you could see it.
Do you run that one that goes up Kootenai, that same route up there?
To Whitefish? Yeah. So my 3 routes, and I don't go to Whitefish very often, but occasionally they run out of guys
About time.
to work that way, so they'll pull me off of Pasco to go
Yeah,
up
because
there.
that's the most. Is that one pretty uninhabited throughout there where there's not roads, or is it the one that goes Bonners? Is that the most?
Yeah, so that one is pretty much from Bonners to I want to say the Kootenai Falls.
sound.
Yeah.
It's pretty much there's no roads back
Nobody
there.
up there?
Yeah. Yeah, you can't get a truck back there. So when those guys went in the river, they had to, I think the Bonners County, it was like their fire department. They had to get jet boats up there.
Jeez.
Yeah, that's how they were able to go in and get those guys, was come up the river from Bonners.
Do they let you, or is it illegal to put a fucking GoPro or something up front?
Yeah,
That's
they probably wouldn't like that.
Oh, that'd be kind of cool. Just do a GoPro, then clip together some videos of fucking elk getting trucks. Boom.
I
Little
think
kid putting a rock or a penny down.
I think what you would
There
get,
might be some bad publicity on that, John.
I think
Now streaming live, Animal Slaughter by BNSF.
I think the biggest thing that you would see on that is you'd be like, God, this is boring. 15 miles an hour up there. When is this hill ending?
Stairway to heaven, my ass.
Yeah.
You're like, is it uphill the whole way? Good Lord.
Yeah.
The best part is there's enough idiots out there that would literally go,
I would watch. That's what I'm saying. Well, I would watch it. I'm waiting for the anticipation.
yeah. What'd you do today? I watched 3.5 hours of a train going up the hill.
Well, I would say the worst one, I haven't had this happen, but hitting a cow. I guess they're just giant blood balloons.
Oh, really?
I guess they just
Especially if they're pregnant.
yeah, they just explode.
Make sure to
Jesus, man.
throw that component in there.
By the way, there was multiple lives lost in this.
Maybe there's enough softness, like the baby just gets shot out, and the whole little calf goes out.
One cow, quadruplets, 5 people die. 5 cows die.
Yeah.
Veal.
Yeah.
The freshest you can get.
I'm gonna go get you some ice. And
You want to take a quick break?
yeah,
Take a piss
quick
break, and then we'll come right back.
all right, see you in a second.
All right.
We do need the clicker thing.
We are back.
You gotta,
We're gonna get
Yeah.
one.
My clapping isn't working. I know we cut all that out, but at the end of the day, there's claps that happen
Yes.
to make our editing work.
Yeah. All right, we were talking about you guys mowing over herds of elk.
yeah.
Kids.
No.
Yes?
No.
Okay. Trucks. All right.
Yeah.
He's still got to go to work tomorrow. They
So-
never have mowed down a kid.
Yeah. I don't want that.
Despite his last name.
Not officially.
I'll get all the unoccupied vehicles. That's just fine for me. I'll take my 3 days off and go golfing.
Yeah.
So, all right, Kelsey, you had said something about a moose a minute ago, and so if you encounter a moose, does it run like when I've been behind one on a road? It just like runs down the road. This guy will go around me.
I mean, the deer do that. I mean, so I think most of those animals, they don't know what train tracks are, so they just path of least resistance. Well, the ballast and the track bed's pretty level, so they
because when
kinda
they first start running, that train is way down there, and they know they're fast, so they probably think, "Well, I'm just going to outrun this thing," and then they don't pay attention that all of a sudden it's right here.
I don't. Sometimes they don't move.
How do you run
Sometimes they just.
past the deer crossing sign and not like, oh, maybe something's coming?
Yeah,
You guys got to be on the lookout for this stuff.
there's,
Did you ever see that video of that lady?
Yes, yeah. Why do you put it here?
Why would they put a deer crossing in the middle of the highway?
There's safer places for the deers to cross.
I hate to say it, but I think that lady was from Minnesota.
You've encountered a bunch of them.
Yeah, but as far as the moose go, like snowmobiling was always like that. They would just take the path of least resistance, but then
Yeah.
you stop and you let them run, and hopefully they get where they're going, and then you pop your helmet back on, you keep moving, and they're just sitting there laying down around the corner because you ran them out of breath.
Yeah.
And they'll run forever. They'll just keep going.
And they're mean as hell.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
like, oh, it's just a big deer. I'm like, oh, no, it's not.
It's like,
No.
it's like the animal version of a freight train.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That thing will stomp the fuck out of you.
What did you see the one? It was in Idaho, actually. It was in southeast Idaho, but where the snowmobilers were going, the moose was there, and that moose beat the shit out of a snowmobile.
Yeah.
They like took that thing out.
Yeah.
And the guy had to bail off of it. Yeah.
You know, I've seen pictures where a male moose is raised up and like stomps the engine through the bulkhead right into the snow. They snap their front end in half.
Yeah. No thanks.
Yeah.
That was there was that video you were showing of that moose and how fast they can move through the snow.
Oh yeah.
Like even at 3 and 4 feet
Yeah.
deep.
Yeah.
We'll get into it another time, but I had one encounter hunting in the evening and ran into a moose on a trail that there was nowhere to go, and he wanted to go my way and I had to go his way.
You were
was
in an
not fun.
impasse.
Well, that's the thing that bugs me about hunting is you walk through the woods and you snap a twig and all of a sudden that deer or elk is gone. You roll up to them on a freight train, they're just like, "What's that?" They don't move. Some people are like, "Where?" They're like, "Where do you hunt?" So I go, "Well, I go out here." But I go, if you really want to be successful, just go down to the train tracks. They're all hanging out down there.
That's what they love to be.
By the way, I'm pretty sure that's not legal, so I wouldn't advise that.
We were up at our cabin. I had my kid and one of his friends, and I got up in the morning, came downstairs, looked out there, and there was a moose standing there chomping on a bush outside. So I wake up, hey, you guys want to go see a moose up close? It's only like 15, 20 feet outside the cabin. And so I opened the door and it just kind of looked at me. And I thought, well, that's a little close. Shut the door. And it like moved around. And finally it was probably 30 feet away. So I thought, okay, now it's safe. And I go out there and I pick up a stick and I want to get a reaction. The kids are watching. And I just throw it at the moose. And it like hits it. And it's a cow. It hits her in the side and she just kind of looks at the stick, hit her, and she just looks back at me. And I'm like, I'm going inside.
I'm about to get fucked up. I'm out of here.
Yeah, I'm going inside.
Yeah, snowmobile in all those years, I've had so many different encounters. Like one of my favorite ones was there was 6 of us, and we were coming back out of like Pack River in North Idaho, and there was a bull, like a cow, and a calf, which is super rare to see. It doesn't happen very often, and he's massive. So there's 6 of us. We park side by side the entire length of the trail, and just like try to hop the sleds forward just to get him to move off the path. And they finally do. And so mom and dad shoot down to the left, and it's a 90-degree corner with a high bank on the right. So you go up and you side hill it and then shoot down and go 300 yards to the parking lot. Good. I'm the first one. I fire out of the chute. They're down. I come up. I shoot down the side hill, hit the trail, and just wheeling on it. My buddy's right behind me. I turn back and I see something right out of the corner of my eye. He scares the crap out of the calf. And the calf starts turning sideways, and they're so lengthy and awkward.
Just legs going everywhere.
He's sitting on the snowmobile, and he's almost like getting kicked in the head from this calf, just spinning out, like turning around, like hit, like those hooves are coming like right past his head, man. And they have no fear.
No.
Yeah.
They will just go right at you. It doesn't matter. The first time he ever saw one was when he first bought a snowmobile. We went up out of the fish hatchery in Mullen, and we make it 3 miles in, and there's a bull standing in the middle of the trail, and it's just us two. He's wearing his survival kit, like our backpacks, so you have your hydration and all that stuff. You can get stuck or whatever. And he goes and pulls the Rambo knife out of his pack. And he's like, okay, I don't know what to do. Like,
What the fuck you gonna do with that, bud?
That's not it.
are you offering him a free teeth cleaning? He's like, what am I supposed to do? Like, look over the edge and find a tree well. Just bail.
Yeah.
If it comes at us, you just jump off the side of the cliff.
Yeah.
Yep. That's 1,000 pounds holding 4 baseball bats. That's what it is. Those things start going. It's
Yeah.
like, you better get out of Dodge. Yeah. I don't want to mess with moose.
Random facts. They can dive.
Dive.
Like going through those, like if they want to, if there's vegetation on the bottom of a pond.
Oh,
they can dive.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. No, I've seen that. I thought you meant like off the side of a hill.
Yeah, I was like,
anybody can do
obviously,
that.
Yeah.
It's a 4-legged, a massive deer that can go down 20 feet and eat vegetation off the bottom of a lake.
He'd have a better chance throwing the knife at it.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah. It didn't.
Do you remember when we were up on Spy on Cop in my fucking Toyota Camry?
Oh, yeah.
And that moose would not.
that sounds romantic.
Yeah, it was super romantic.
You ever been up there?
What was the name of it?
Spy on Cop.
Spy on Cop.
If you haven't been up there, you
enunciating it
should.
wrong.
That's a weird name for a cool place.
Fuck you, Kelsey.
At least it didn't start like you remember we were up at Makeout Ridge. Like,
We're just here to spy on cock.
Buckfoot Butte.
So how was the backseat of that Toyota anyway?
Yeah. Comfy.
is this some place that only the locals know about?
No, it's a.
No, it's way up the Coeur d'Alene River.
So you go up to the Shoshone Work Center, 25 miles. That's where Shoshone Creek comes in. You turn up there. You go, I think it's 17 miles to Jordan Saddle. Hit Jordan Saddle. You turn left. Some little road. I don't know what number it is.
If I can find a picture of this, I'll post it on there.
Yeah. So then you drive out. It's like 8 miles from there. You drive out, and you literally can pull within 50 feet of this bluff that.
Hey, by the way, Toyota Camry should not go up there.
Well,
This is a long time ago.
half the undercarriage was left.
Yeah,
on the
they got
mountain that
left
day.
half of it on the mountain.
But it did have a backseat.
Yeah. A comfy one, too.
But it's a pretty cool spot.
Yeah.
I'd love to go up there.
But there was a moose in the road up there, and we just kept pushing. It was like 5 inches off the bumper. I was like, do I have to hit this fucking thing to get it to get out of the road?
It would have tossed that Camry off.
Oh,
the
it
side.
would have. And it would not move.
No.
It probably took us
Stubborn.
40 minutes to get it out of the road.
Yeah, I encountered a cow up back behind Fernand Saddle, and hear it rustling, and I'm sitting there on the road, and I look, and here comes this cow, and I'm like, oh, that's super cool. Like I was 15 yards from it. Well, then I hear more rustling, and here comes Mr. Bullwinkle behind. He looks at me, he starts stomping, and I'm like, oh no, I wrecked his date.
Cockblocker.
And I was like, but you know, I'm on that road, and it's straight downhill on this side, and he's on the high side. And I'm like, if that bull wants to, he could probably push my truck off of this.
Yeah.
Or I was like, go. And eventually they just walked off. But
Yeah.
I'd never seen one that close stomping and snorting at me.
It is funny around here when you got the lifetime draw for a moose. Then you go out in the woods, going hunting. The only thing you see is fucking moose out
it.
there.
Yeah.
Until you get drawn for it.
Yeah. And then you'll never find one. Yeah.
I ran into 5 on 4th of July one year on snowmobiles, 5 in one day.
Yeah. I believe it.
Before they
Were you riding through the dirt on 4th of July?
No, it was when they had the groomers out.
In the summertime?
In the wintertime, butthole. Snowmobiles don't
You gotta say
go
4th of July is a pass.
4th of July pass.
Fireworks are going off. Moose
Not
are running all
on
over the
4th
place.
of July.
I'm pretending that I'm
Kelsey's up
talking
there.
to the retards beside me.
Kelsey's up
I
there,
know where that is.
Kelsey's up there destroying his snowmobile in the dirt.
Spinning out.
There have
gravel
been
flying.
seasons where there has been snowmobiles on 4th of July, on
Yeah.
4th of
That's
July.
fair.
So,
Yeah.
to be fair,
Yeah.
Hey, by the way, we're not trying to cover up our beers. Keystone Light, we're still looking for your sponsorship.
I'm a little more valuable.
We just use the koozies because they're quiet.
You know what I like about Keystone Light? They
Not
don't-
much.
The price?
Delicious.
Well, the price, and they don't really brag about themselves. They're not like we're less filling or more flavor. No, they're just like
No.
we're like $18 for a 30 rack. Just that's what you get.
Yeah.
Well, you don't hear about them because they can't afford to advertise.
This is the modesty that I like.
They give you a what the fuck
It's
do you
not-
expect?
It's not the flavor he likes, but it's the modesty.
Yeah.
Coors Light should actually start a campaign because ultimately they'd make money by this. If Coors Light had a commercial, they drive that big train and come on, join the love train.
It's like
And
the
they pull
silver
up and they're
bullet.
like, "Do you like Coors Light? You might like Keystone Light. Try it.
Yeah.
Simple,
I
cheap."
mean, it's a long shot.
You know, I went and took that.
It's the same fucking thing.
I went and took that tour in Golden, Colorado.
Did you?
It's the greatest thing ever. They give you 6 free beers on that thing. They give you 3 while you're walking around, and then they give you a bunch of tokens for their tap room. You can have another 3 beers afterwards. They got vending machines where you can buy corn nuts and all sorts of stuff.
So
Man,
Well, you
they're
know,
not
there's-
shinsing out on anything.
No,
They're giving you walking around beers.
There's no liability there. Nobody's going to get drunk off of 6 of those things.
Yeah, that's true.
do they have like? Is
Well,
there any,
nobody
is, there-
in this crew is going to get drunk off of this.
Yeah, it just gets you started.
is the word Keystone anywhere on that tour,
Well, so
or do they hide it?
so they have all these barrels and every one logo that they own. So like I didn't know that Miller Coors actually owns Leinenkugel. So they bought Leinenkugel from the Leinenkugel family, but it's still brewed in Chippewa Falls, Wisconsin. But they just acquired the rights to it.
Is that the yellow label?
Yeah, they make summer shandy. That's
Yeah.
But the weirdest one, I'm looking at all these kegs and I'm like, all right, what do they own? And I see one and I'm like, what the hell is it? I go, Zima? Why did you guys buy Zima? And the
Is Zima still a real thing?
That's the original Truly.
All you had to do is drop a Jolly Rancher in
I don't know. He's like, I don't know why they bought that.
Because it was $175
Yeah.
for the name rights.
What was
Get a
the
sour apple Jolly Rancher and drop it in the Zima. There you go. There's your first apple truly.
Didn't Coors Light? It was Coors Light, wasn't it? That had the flavored citrus flavored one, probably 4 or 5 years ago.
Busch Light has an apple flavored one.
No, they had a citrus flavored one for the summer that they came out with.
Coors Light?
Yeah,
I don't remember.
I'll have to look it up. I'll find it.
They've done some weird stuff lately.
They were delicious.
But I mean, like,
You hit winter time and it's like, what the fuck is this?
My expertise can
Summer on the
help you
boat
on
was
beer.
nice.
Yeah, I know, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you like, let's see, you like Tecate, is it? Oh, what do you-
Pacifico.
Pacifico, that's what
And
you
then
drink at
there's
the
then
clubhouse.
Pacifico.
Yeah.
And then every once in a while you order
If
Pacifico.
if I run them out of Pacifico, then I have to downgrade to Corona.
And is it Pacifico that you got the salt on the rim?
Absolutely, a good old dressed beer, salt on the rim, lime in it, just like a good old margarita.
Yeah.
But you just drink a 12-pack instead of 4.
Yeah. In my early days of golf, probably within my first year or two, I golfed with these two buddies, and they were Mexican. Their names were Cheeto and Chico, and
Say
they
what?
They would order their Budweisers. They got Budweisers, and they sat there with their salt shaker and just kept on shaking the salt into the beer as they were drinking the can of beer.
Yeah. Was that when you were working at UPS?
No, this was way before that.
No. Golf course days?
Yeah, this is back in my high school days.
Yeah.
Cheeto and Chico.
When
That
that was when you were running Jose and Hose B.
Plug them in, water that green and that green. Yeah, Cheeto fucking, this was a 150-yard par 3, and he got a hole in one, and he used a 5-wood, ran it along the ground. It bounced left and right, rolled up on the green, hit the pin, and went in. And to this day, I haven't gotten a hole in one.
I've never had one either.
By the way, we
That
were
sucks.
sitting in the bar the other night.
Sucks for us, huh?
You guys should try it. It's fun.
Fucking Kelsey gets one.
Other than the fact that it costs you
God damn it.
$300. $300 if you get a hole in one, it costs you $300. Yeah, that sucks ass.
That is kind of the most bullshit fucking tradition they ever came out with. If you get a hole in one, you get to buy everybody else in the bar a drink. Fuck that.
I thank God Tanner got one the same day, or else it would have been a $600 bill. We split it.
Yeah, you had to do it during the Labor Day tournament too. Like, oh yeah, that's not a random Tuesday where nobody's showing up at the club. It's a Saturday.
Yeah.
It was,
By the way,
Saturday
John and
of
I
the
have an
tournament.
agreement.
It
I'll
was-
buy you a bottle, and you keep your fucking mouth shut, and we
Shut
walk
it up.
off this course.
I've kind of wondered, like, you know, if you get one on 14, you know, that's a pretty easy one instead of like you just turn at 18 and go home.
Yep.
Yeah.
or you just own it like, I'm cheap. I don't want to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We all live on the course, so we can
I don't need my
disappear
name
pretty
on that.
easy.
Don't need my name on that plaque.
Yeah, all of a sudden it's like, oh,
And by the way, good call, Kelsey.
I got to get some food. I got to get some food at my house. I'll be right back, and I just don't show back up.
Never. Then you had to work the next day, gone for a week. Everyone forgets about it.
Yeah.
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 All you have to do is photobomb it for prosperity. And then, yeah, look, I was there that day. I mean, I did it a couple of days before and the day before that, but I don't want a part of the paying for this shit.
I bought everybody in the clubhouse a drink. There was nobody there because it was after 8 on a Saturday.
Yeah.
I got 3 hole-in-ones on my hole. Over on 4, it's a par 4. I get them all the time. I just got it dialed in now. I just don't tell anybody about it because I don't want to buy drinks.
Someone got one yesterday.
Really?
Yeah, a couple of groups behind us.
On 12, I think.
During
Yeah.
league?
No, that was before league.
The men's game before.
Oh.
Would you mind calling us before those so we can go fuck somebody over in the bar?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's
Return the favor. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'd like a 25-year Macallan and Coke.
Shit, they can't,
Oh, God.
not only are
they
you
can't even afford to buy the bottle yet, let alone sell it.
not only are you disrespecting the booze, but you're also disrespecting the golfer too by buying the most expensive drink there.
Yeah.
We put a cap on it, so if somebody did that, I was like, well, they sold 2 drinks.
You know, I'm surprised they don't do. I know a lot of golf courses will do hole-in-one insurance.
They used to here.
Well, no, I think part of your men's dues.
It's not anymore.
No.
Kelsey figured this out.
Oh, I
we
the
had
hard
this
way.
conversation.
I was just going to buy a pony keg. Like, yeah, we don't do that.
Yeah.
I thought the
Because a keg used to be included with our men's league dues.
Yes.
Yeah.
And they cut that out.
Yeah, that was insurance was included in that.
But that was I walked in and like, okay, so what do I do? I'm like, I want to buy a keg.
I feel.
And they're like, no. Damn it.
You will buy lots and lots of drinks.
I feel like you
It's
had
not
a,
fair to the employees because everybody comes over and gets a free drink and then nobody tips. I'm like, I'll include the tip on top.
Yeah.
And no.
I feel like you
Thank
had
you
a,
for having
you
my
had a
back.
guy on this podcast that could maybe change that.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Yeah, the
Because you know the next
the-
hole in one's yours and they better get it adjusted before
his
then.
his catchphrase is "You can't say that."
I,
That guy.
yeah, I guarantee you, John will never have a hole in one on this course, whether he does or not.
He's got 6.
How about fucking Bowlby with 13?
No shit.
14. I think he had 4. Do you see the 13 or 14?
Yeah, that's a lot.
I've played a lot of
For
rounds of golf. And
no
have none.
offense, Bowlby, but he's not the greatest golfer in the world either.
He did used to be better.
There's this Bob guy I know. I think he's at 16 with 2 albatrosses
No shit.
on our course.
Wow.
He likes fishing for golf balls late at night.
Yeah, I know him.
Okay,
Same every night.
drinking and golfing.
Synonymous.
On the on the member guest or the Labor Day. I probably won't play on the Labor Day, but we're gonna do the wasted management.
Yeah.
We're gonna
The wasted management party that was
4th annual.
started by me and Derek Palm and Kelsey 3 years ago, and because they shut the course down. They have Thursday, Friday, Saturday. It's like 3-4 days rather. Practice round on Thursday, and I was over at Derek's house, and he lives on the number 8 fairway, which is the toughest par 3 on our course, and we're like, well, what do you want to do? And I was like, I don't know. I got a jar of pickles. We got some beer. We got some beef jerky. Let's go drag the chairs down to the property line. And if anyone hits a bad shot, let's boo them.
okay.
And so we started doing that. And a couple people thought it was funny. Other people were like, "Hey, knock it off. We're playing for a lot of money here." And I was like, "Well, you ain't getting any of that money with that shot." I'm like, "You're not in the running for anything. You put it down the street." Like, and then
Stay out of people's yards. You'll do better.
And then the next day, we went over to Kelsey's house because he lives on number 4, which is the number 1 handicap, which is a 3-tiered green,
4-tier.
4-tier.
5-tier.
Yeah,
5-tier.
Not yet. I mean,
It's
7.
they're doing some stuff. There, I'll
it's
tell you.
it's such a hard green to putt on, especially with those pin locations for that weekend. And we're like, well, let's go over there and let's boo 3 putts. So we go over.
Hey, quit fucking doing that.
So,
Which is all of them.
Hey, we're playing for a lot of money.
and yeah, again, same thing. Like,
Not when you're hitting the 3-putt.
yeah, and so then the next day we went back to Derek's, and then no, this is the third. This will be the 3rd year.
Third,
Yeah, because
Yes, that's
then
right, 3rd year.
last year
we did
was
the pop-ups.
last year was they had all the big pop-up tents, and actually there was a hole-in-one.
Oh, that's right.
For 10 grand.
Oh, what's his name?
Oh, yeah.
Jim won 10 grand with a hole-in-one there, which I was at work that day, and I can't believe I missed it.
It was phenomenal to watch. Everybody's back there waiting, and they have an adjudicator down there that's making sure everything's legit. So they don't, when they pay out 10 grand, it's for a good reason. And he sends it down there, and everybody's like, "That's really good. That's really good. That's really good." We're looking at him like some kind of signal. Verify, please.
Yeah.
I think it was Stillinger's back on the block. Is it in? And he's just getting pumped up. And then he walks over and just lazily gets out of his cart. His little tiny hand gesture, just kind of pointing like maybe it's in the rough, maybe it's not. Like, is it in the cup? So this got repeated like 3 times. And then finally he's like, it's in 2 hands, like just slamming the
Like almost annoyed. Like, what do you people want? From
what do you want to
I
do?
want neon
Like
lights.
Be mildly excited, and then he like, okay, finally, touchdown, sideways,
Like-
get it in the cup. All right.
Who volunteers to work that job? And then when the one thing happens,
That you have to be there for.
you're just like, ugh.
Are you
Fuck, I
telling
had
me?
to get out of my chair once today.
Yeah, he should work on commission.
Well,
Well, he was starting to get separation anxiety from his beer. He was so far away.
Well, we tried feeding him beers, and he's like, now the insurance company, who's backing it, they're like, I can't drink. And I was like, oh, that's horrible.
Yeah,
This is a crap
sit
job.
there all day.
I was like, I'd at least sit here if I had a cooler of beer with me.
So you're telling me that you're watching balls get nowhere near this until 1, and you're staring across the fairway watching everybody party their ass off, take their empties, throw them on the course, talk shit, announce everybody coming out having a blast, and you're sitting here under the trees in the shade by yourself, no booze.
No wonder he was grouchy as
Yeah.
fuck.
I mean, I guess I'd be pretty mad if I had to watch golf all day with no beer.
And or without any golf.
Or without any naps.
That sounds like practice.
Yeah.
How would you like to be if you were in the group behind and you hit one, you don't win. It's the first one.
First one, yeah. John, you used to sponsor those, didn't you? Back in the day, didn't you do a car
Yeah.
every year?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would do a car. They give you a certain amount of money you can sponsor up to, and the policy would cost
And
you
it's
X
just
amount.
the insurance on it.
So we have
So can we do that again, and then I'll pay off your adjudicator, and then I'll just
Keep paying
nick
people
one
off.
down.
Hey, shut the fuck up. This is public.
we have
I'm just trying to show everybody
We'll
I'm
figure that deal
smart,
out
and I want to
later.
announce it.
so we have so Scott Thompson is another one of our. We have like a small board of people that kind of do things for this,
Like 4 of them.
and Scott is our director of, he's our Imagineer. So Imagineer. So last year there was a big windstorm that came through and it tore up all the tents, and so he took all the poles
All the
and he
shrapnel.
welded them together, and he made a sign that says wasted management, but if you read it, he ran out of poles, so management is spelt wrong. It's missing an A in there, so it's wasted management. And or management or something. I don't know. It says and
It's
and
distorted.
And I was like, oh, is that on purpose so we don't get in trouble from the trash company?
Yeah.
And he's like, no, I ran out of poles.
And
I didn't
actually,
think that too far into it.
Derek, I think his goal is to get a cease and desist letter for making this so popular because the folks that came through last year when we
You
were.
can't. He's on private fucking property.
Yeah.
Well,
Oh,
wait,
no, but he wants one. He's like, he goes, I
Yeah.
want to be that popular where people know it. And like, so people have come up here. They're sons and fathers and stuff from all over. They come up for the member guest and got some in California and some scattered throughout the United States. And like, that's the coolest thing ever.
Good call, John. Way to pay attention.
Nice.
Well, so
But they keep coming up here. So
well, we're gonna end up making it popular. Now, we will be. If he's, we might be playing in this thing.
Wow.
Member guest or the Labor Day,
Yeah.
and so we might have to.
I haven't figured out if I'm going to play or not yet. So we'll just have to get some footage from you, and then we'll do a follow-up.
Yeah, we're gonna do there's gonna be a podcast for Wasted Management.
oh,
last year was awesome because we had the general manager bring up the tee sheet. So we knew who was coming around.
Oh, so you
And
could
it-
announce it.
It gave us time to think of something clever to say,
Yeah.
disparaging or not.
well, it's all people that we know. So.
Do you have a PA, a microphone and a PA?
I've been told I don't need one.
That makes
Because
sense.
why
I've
you
got
make-
one.
That's
I've
why you
got,
have us sit close and Kelsey gets to sit in the second row.
I've
Yeah,
got
but we-
microphones, cables, and PAs if you guys need it.
And then Randy had an actual like, bullhorn
Bullhorn.
that made
that's
things
good.
more entertaining.
Yeah.
You just get sometimes you just get a fire off the cuff and you see somebody walking up and it's like, yeah, that person looks like he's sponsored by like I don't know, Mr. Clean or some shit. And
So
then you
McMurray
announce
was
him,
walking up?
Yeah.
or somebody that's been on the podcast previously.
Yeah.
It's Mr. Clean.
You can't say that.
Exactly.
Nelly.
Well, it's Mr. Clean after the Mr. Clean money ran out and he had to drink Keystone Light.
Up next on the Tee Box, sponsored by Mr. Clean, the founder of Hair Club for Men.
Yeah. Have you guys ever seen that? The walk away? They
Oh,
tried
the back off
or
challenge.
back off challenge. Yeah.
Country Club.
Oh
Adjacent.
yeah,
so
the back
good.
off
Those guys-
sounds pretty
Yeah.
good.
They try to get them to back off before they drive. Talk so much shit that they can't hit.
I think my favorite one of those is when they were
Jesus
doing
Christ,
the
these
PX.
beers are going down pretty easy.
They were doing the
Because they're
PXG.
Keystone Lights.
Yeah.
Smooth sailing.
Sponsored by.
While you're in there,
if
John,
you would.
We're PXG. We don't do clubs right, but we do things differently. That whole
Thanks,
segment.
Take one down, pass it around.
but,
You should have held that up to the mic.
Oh, there it was.
sound.
I like it.
If only we had an ice maker right here.
Hey, you know what?
For $39.99, Amazon.com will deliver one next to your door if you have Prime membership.
By the way, that's why we need you guys to like and subscribe so we can start getting paid for this shit. So
We
we
need
can
more
afford
shit.
some cool
Oh,
shit
yeah,
down here.
I was gonna ask, how and when do we get paid for this? And no, I'm not taking a third party out of state check this time.
Well, you
That's my
fucking fell
favorite
for
form
it.
of payment.
But what if it's on the closed account? Does that
Yeah.
make it better?
Yeah.
No.
Hey, I'll let you push a button.
By the way, you guys don't get paid at all.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's the evil one. Oh, well, it kind of applies, right?
That
Yeah, that makes sense.
actually it would be funny for you guys to like to see what your first like monetized check would be.
It'll be 85 cents.
Yeah, like it'd be.
Oh,
it'd
yeah.
Be
I was going way
frameable.
lower, like 11.
Yeah.
Like, how do you split a nickel plus a cent?
Actually, I was reading something the other day because I was actually trying to look into this of how do we actually get paid. They won't send a check out unless it's $100.
Well, fuck, they're just going to keep our $98 and make interest on it?
Yep.
This bullshit.
Sounds
Yeah.
like the IRS to me.
They'd be sending you a check where the postage costs more than the check.
I did.
That shit has happened.
There's a
Did get
story to
paid
that.
Coors Light. I have a check somewhere around here.
Parent company to Keystone Light, who's going to start paying us shortly.
I got a check from them for $2 because
Did you ever frame that?
I didn't frame it. I mounted it on the little whatever quarter-inch
Yeah.
foam board stuff.
Yeah.
It's floating around here somewhere.
You had it in your office for a while, didn't you?
Yeah.
I went to the doctor once, and you pay your $20 copay. My insurance sent me a check for $20. A couple weeks later, I went straight and bought a case of beer with it.
No
Because you
shit.
made it clap.
I don't know.
No. I got a check for 23 cents and the postage was 57. Guess who it was from? The government.
Yes.
Proper spending.
Yeah.
That seems like a
$100,000.
government thing
Yes.
to do.
Yeah.
Yeah,
At least they got a write-off.
Exactly. They took a loss.
Yeah.
No, they didn't. Not according to my taxes.
Now that's how budgets work. If you don't spend it all this year, you won't get an increase next year.
Yeah.
That's what I keep telling my wife. We got to keep spending. Write it off and then do more next year. That's why we have a 12-piece patio furniture set that showed up today.
Your clients need a place to sit when they come to your house, Kelsey.
Absolutely, considering half of them are drinking my Fireball anyway.
So-
I get
Yeah.
dual write-offs now.
Yep.
Yeah.
True.
And I can be a potential client.
Absolutely.
Well, we work together.
Yeah.
You guys do.
No, we all do.
In the industry, yes.
But I can
absolutely
be
do.
I can be one of your customers. I'll have one of my people buy your real estate.
I would love to have one of you people buy my real estate.
There it is. All right,
Right.
good.
I love how you guys use
Fireball and patio
Collusion.
furniture.
Collusion.
I love how you guys use this platform. Because you're all realtors.
Yeah.
And, there's a bit of a housing issue going on, but instead of using this platform to inform people, you're like, we're going to talk about beer and golf. And
There's
our expertise costs money.
Do rap artists belong in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame?
No.
No.
depending on if it's a specific album or whether they're not their song got chosen if they did a compilation with the rock
I would say a
artist.
collaboration with a rock guy.
If that
but-
song goes multi-platinum and that one gets them all the credit,
Yeah, but can one song put you in the Hall of Fame?
No.
I don't think so.
No,
Generally,
because
no.
it's usually
Is there
like
a
your whole
specific
collection
person
of
that you're
work.
referring to?
Well,
There's
there
no
have
hold
been-
'em.
there
I know
have
there
been
is. I know
a
you got
number-
it in your head.
No. There have been a number of hip hop artists, and I love hip hop artists
I do
that
too,
have been
but they need
inducted into the Hall
a
of Fame.
separate,
I guess a
Hall of
follow-up
Fame.
rock
question.
and roll.
Yes, into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
which shouldn't be a thing. They need to come up with a different one.
Stupid question. Do they have a rap Hall of Fame?
I was just going to ask that. Is
they have
there
a
a hip
country.
hop or rap Hall of Fame?
I don't
Yeah, there's been
believe
a
so.
country.
Country, for sure. Rock
think-
and roll for sure.
The country might have been even. Was that before Rock and Roll Hall of Fame? Or was-
100%.
Yeah,
Yeah, like Grand Old Opry was.
yeah.
Way
But was there
before.
Hall of Fame before the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame? And then
I'm
should
gonna
hip.
bet yes.
So
Only
We're
if
probably
they're
all
wearing braids.
idiots, and they probably already have it already, and everybody's going, "What the fuck are you guys talking about?"
They're
Of
like,
course.
They're like these idiots.
Yeah,
we're idiots.
Yeah.
Well, on the flip side of the coin, there's some speculation that Jay-Z paid like CMT to put Beyonce's new song on there because they originally said, "Yeah, we're not playing your new something Hold'em. This is Texas. It ain't a Hold'em. It's Beyonce singing a country song wearing like."
yeah.
Just because you put on a cowboy hat doesn't
Yeah, it
mean
doesn't
you're
mean it's
making
country.
music.
And I guess there was money that was funded to allow her to be played on country radio.
There was, and fuck Jay-Z and fuck Beyonce.
Cheers!
I don't
Where's
know.
the applause?
I don't know why. I don't know
I
why.
would do that too.
Yeah, there was,
But hold on.
and that is bullshit.
I would. What would you say? Fuck Jay-Z and what?
Beyonce.
Well, the quote was fuck Jay-Z and fuck Beyonce.
Maybe there's a different intent.
I'm not saying I would do it, but
But
if
you're
I
I'm not
got
saying I
permission-
wouldn't.
It just seems like a weird. Seems like a weird thing to like your wife wants a new hobby. That's it. Like we're
Yeah.
gonna put a
Hey,
bunch of money.
wear
into
this
her being-
cowboy hat, and I will make sure.
Because I'm pretty.
And by the way, we're
pretty sure you're-
billionaires, so we
Pretty
don't
sure
have
your
to do shit.
your target market doesn't
Sorry
like
about
you.
all
Like
our
that
11
that market
figures.
doesn't
Yeah.
like you. So why would you?
Yeah.
All it's gonna do is make them not like you more.
And it's
Yeah.
all political at
Yes.
the back end of it.
100%.
And then go look at Puff Daddy and Jay-Z's connection, and fuck you guys.
Is he back in the country?
Yes.
Yeah, he lives
He was.
behind some middle school.
Yeah.
So yeah. So now,
By the way, speaking of random comment, my daughter and I were walking through the farmer's market. Sorry if I'm going to sell you guys out on this, but she randomly turns around. I don't pay attention to people. I just walk past them because I don't like them that much. I was trying to get through the goddamn farmer's market. She did the panic, oh my God. And I'm like, what? She's like, that was Justin Bieber and Haley. I was like, in the farmer's market? In
Here?
Hayden. Turned around, I'm like, holy shit.
the one right over here on Prairie.
I was like, it actually was.
From 9 to noon
Yeah.
on Prairie and 95.
Yeah. Real random, but I'm sure.
Are they lost?
No, I think they found home.
They got a house here, but she
Yeah.
goes there all the time. I've heard of a couple other people, and this time Justin was actually with her, and my daughter was like, "What?"
She's pregnant now, isn't she? Not your daughter.
I was gonna say, it's
Nice
real
save.
odd that you know something that I don't, John.
Nice. Nice save.
Surprise!
I'm pretty sure I saw that Justin Bieber and her expecting.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
Good for
That sounded
apparently
weird at first, too. Like,
she's super nice
I'm
too.
pretty sure I saw Justin Bieber in her expecting. So with that slow approach, she was like, "What were you watching?"
But that is
Well,
the
I saw
weirdest thing. I
Justin Bieber
randomly,
and her.
What were they buying?
I have no idea.
Not prophylactics.
I think they're buying flowers.
No, I would have followed him around and be like, "What's he eating?
Yeah,
Gluten free.
Is he
and
getting, is he getting that
somehow I
kale?"
know this because of my wife and my daughter. But yeah, like that. If you
my
actually,
wife and my daughter.
oh, yeah, me and the Beebs aren't real tight. But if you look back at that whole story, did you ever see all the allegations with the
The little Beebs.
Puff Daddy thing and Bieber?
Puff and little Beebs.
Yeah, he was like 14 living in his house. What fucking parent was like, oh, yeah, go do that?
Canadians.
Yeah, that makes sense. That was about the best response you could ever come up with.
This is just
And
like a
there goes that
replay.
market.
Yeah.
This is just like a replay of the Michael Jackson and
Yeah.
what's the kid from Home Alone?
Oh,
Macaulay
yeah.
Culkin.
Macaulay
Yeah.
Culkin. Yeah.
That's
Hanging out at
Macaulay
the. Sorry, I
Culkin.
just burped right in your face.
That's
That was
Yeah, that's a
awesome.
weird
That's
one,
on
too.
video.
It was jerky, so it probably
In
smelled
4K.
good.
Yeah, that's
Jerky and fucking Keystone Light. I haven't had the pickles yet because I
yeah.
didn't bring down paper towels. And I don't want
Wow.
to drip pickle juice all over the place.
Well, nobody
It'd
would.
be worth it, probably.
Didn't
I
you
like
say you
pickles,
wanted to
but-
have a contest to see who could eat more of the pickle in one bite?
Yeah, I want you guys to do it.
That ain't me. I didn't come up with that idea. Well, all of a sudden we found his hitch.
It's like the hot dog eating contest, and you're like, oh, how
Yeah.
many you can eat? No, how far you can get down the bun.
Hey, by the way, we can't be on YouTube anymore.
Congratulations on your cancellation notice.
Yeah.
You turn into the Nathan's hot dog eating contest, and you're like, oh, that's a little different format this year.
This is This is the hot dog swallowing contest.
Yeah. Can you deep throat a hot dog?
Wasn't it?
You're like, I thought they did this like in Coney Island. They're like, no, this is down in Queens now.
Yeah, you get one condiment, mayo.
Oh, fuck.
Isn't that a Seattle dog? Isn't that on a Seattle dog?
Sea dog.
That would make perfect sense.
By the way, I was just over in Seattle.
I'm sorry.
Hey, hold on.
I saw the picture you sent me of you in a bathrobe.
Yeah, the
Oh, I thought
California
it was in a
button,
homeless encampment.
the California
The hotels are
button,
taking over.
I
and
was
the
in
Seattle
Seattle.
button should be the same thing. So go ahead.
What's that?
The California and the Seattle button. There you go. Seattle's right in there.
So, I went to a.
Used to be awesome.
I won't get too specific here, but I went to a.
Place in
Some-
Seattle with people doing things that
I
were
won't get
mildly
too
questionable.
specific, but I was in Seattle.
Yeah,
Congrat-
there it is.
He's the human GPS.
It was a certain college of arts, and I went to a graduation there for somebody, and it was impressive. If you could do a Saturday Night Live skit of the caricatures of who you would imagine being in the College of Arts in Seattle, whatever they call the
Correct.
ceremony, the graduation ceremony,
Yeah.
it was it. It was it.
Commencement?
What's
So
that?
which purple
commencement?
haired
Commencement ceremony, yeah.
so which purple haired gal had the needle in her arm?
It was under the robe,
Okay.
but between the Palestine shawls all over the place to the gal that gave the
How
the
are we
speech.
letting this shit happen in our country?
The gal up there giving the speech on behalf of the student body gave her whole speech about all the equity, and then she is spending the rest of her life going to do what's right by the natives, in the area. It's like, where was did you think about this 2 years ago? Anyway, and then at the end of her speech,
What natives are in Seattle?
So at the end of her speech,
Exactly. That's why she wants to fight for him.
The special ones.
Yeah, okay.
the very end of her speech, she said, and that's why I've got the courage to say, "Free Palestine." And she shouts that out. It's like, wait, what? Wait, we're in Seattle Art College graduation commencement, and you're shouting "Free Palestine." What?
By the way, John
And
was
somebody
drawing.
hit the mute button.
Yeah. John was drawing with crayons with his grandchildren, and then heard "Free Palestine."
Yeah, I was like hanging out with them. I did ask my daughter, who was there watching too. I was like, "Hey, which one of these professors back there is like the professor of drawing circles?" And what do those professors do? Like these are art degrees.
Which one of these guys gives instructions with Crayola?
Yeah, a lot of them do.
I just wonder if there's
sponsorship.
any way for those individuals to get like a free flight over there, so
Yeah.
they can experience what's really going on.
Exactly.
and how accepting they are.
And
of their
by the way, they would
lifestyles.
be immediately murdered in the middle of the street in front of everybody for what they're doing because they have purple hair and want to show it to everybody instead of having their coverings on.
Yeah,
It would be.
They're also the group of people that when they get their first bill for their student loans, they really regret not going into finance department because they're like, what does compounding interest mean?
can you draw that, please?
Yeah.
How is it accruing so well?
Yeah.
Yeah.
God.
Anyway, it was pretty entertaining.
They're like, I don't know what
over there.
19% is, but here's my signature.
Yeah.
I won't do it, but you guys can probably guess what John and I's text stream said.
Wolves.
Not going to post it, but I would like to.
Are they all fighting for like the one job at the Met Gala or whatever?
You said
what's
one job. There's like, there's a
inclusion.
job available?
there has to be no job market for that.
Well,
I just want to work for the inclusion department.
Yeah.
what's the stupid place called that you go get drunk and drink wine and paint?
Bar.
No.
Oh yeah, that's
Pinot Palette or something.
Yeah, that's the only place any of them is going to have a job.
but that's a good business.
But you don't need an
model.
art degree.
Well, no. They're going
I'm
to
not
have a job
calling
there.
them
They don't
out.
own that business.
Well, yeah. Yeah.
I think that's a good
But they
business
would.
model.
That would be a good diversity hire.
Yeah.
Like, no offense to Pinot's Palette, many
Yeah.
people enjoy many good nights. That's a lot of fun.
I just
but we
think-
found your new employee.
I just think it's funny, you drink enough wine and that bowl of fruit you were supposed to painting just turns into a naked lady on you.
It's a stick figure with boobs.
Like-
How do you draw
And they're like- and they're like,
a
what is-
stick figure with an infinity symbol? So
And they're like, "What is this?" And you're like, "Oh, I thought this was like the movie Titanic."
You get real good at writing honk honk. You write it in cursive.
You walk out the
artsy
door
about
going, oh.
Could you imagine if they did that, but they served like bourbon instead of like wine, and they let us all paint?
It would.
I still
That's a
didn't show
business
up.
model, actually, right there.
Yeah.
I think women would get pissed because that's like their one thing,
Yeah.
and then they're like, "Oh, great, men just wrecked it."
Why did you draw a stick figure on a hot dog?
They're like, "What did you paint?
I said that correctly.
What did you paint tonight?" Dale Earnhardt's number 3 NASCAR.
I got the shading all right on it.
He's coming out of turn 4 in Talladega. It's beautiful.
Right before he hit the wall.
Why'd you write left turns only?
It would also be funny if your wife was cool and she's like, "Why do you have turn signals on a NASCAR? They don't have turn signals." Like it'd be fun if she like called you out on that.
Yeah.
Was like, "This isn't accurate."
Yeah.
It's
You
my
idiot.
interpretation.
This isn't the real car.
Just for reference, those are stickers.
Yeah, if one of the things I wish I could draw the best would be like just Beavis and Butthead, like on the couch. I'd love to be able to draw that, and it looks pretty basic, but it wouldn't be to me.
No,
You
I
ever-
can't do that.
You ever watch like cartoonists when they do that stuff? It looks super simple until you try it,
Oh, dude,
Yeah.
dude,
and then it's incredibly hard.
Like the original Bart Simpson sketch, like how to do it. That for most of us is attainable. You can do that. It's like 3 circles and
Yeah.
one oblong, and then you try to do it yourself. And like,
Nah,
I could hang
Did
a
you-
stick, man.
Did you ever get the flyer that was like those art schools?
Draw the turtle.
Yeah, draw the turtle or draw the horse, and that's when you realize, like, well, I'm not applying to this place. Like, you get
I was
done.
like, I got this. I did. I actually took an art class in like 8th grade or something, and I remember
Lesbian art
sitting,
studies.
sitting there. I was looking at this. It was like, if you draw this, send it in, and you can get free college or something. I don't know what it was. I was like, that looks easy. They even give you some instructions over here. I'm like, I was like, okay, never mind.
I quit.
Like,
Game over.
I'm not doing that.
That was the same day that you discovered tracing paper, right?
Yeah.
Free college. Just overlay this thin piece of paper on this dark piece of paper.
I think I was in 7th grade and they had a cartoon drawing class, and I took that. I was absolutely awful at that.
The hardest part is the consistency. Like
Yeah.
you get one thing, you create your character, and then you have to do it again. You're like,
I can't draw that
You're like, I did
again.
too good on this one. I'll
That's
never-
my masterpiece. That's my magnum opus right here. Put it up on the wall.
What do you mean? This skydiver wasn't fantastic?
It looked
I
like
can't draw that again.
it looked like a blood spatter with a fucking sheet.
I think in middle school once we did flip books where you draw the same character just
Oh yeah, just
slightly
kept
moved.
yeah,
Yeah.
little animation.
Yeah, I called in sick for a week.
So, so on the opposite end, there's some great artwork, and I've watched a lot of Bob Ross. It's like you look at the finished product, you're wow, holy shit! How long did he spend doing that? And then you see him do it, and all this stuff you think is intricate drawing. He goes psh, 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 with a paintbrush, and it looks like a fucking tree. I'm like, how do you do that?
Special paintbrushes. You can't use
guess.
the ones you buy
Like
from
the
Home
ones-
Depot.
Yeah, the ones, and my little watercolor flip up thing,
Hold
that
on.
little skinny thing.
What kind of special are we talking?
And then
Jod had the special ones.
Did you have the ones without the sharp points? You had the rounded ones.
He was using the ones from Harry Potter.
Nelly, I was referring to you can't say that.
Absolutely not.
I got to admit, the other night I watched the original Harry Potter. That is pretty fucking cheesy.
You're a fucking idiot. Where did that come from and why?
Well, because it mirrors the original Star Wars. young,
Bob
pro-
Ross.
young protagonist, like stoned fucking dude.
Bob
Awkward
Ross
little guy.
went in to write to Harry Potter.
Sure.
Don't give Bob Ross that. Bob Ross was awesome.
Yeah, he was.
He was a happy mistake making motherfucker. I'll tell you what.
He was in
Look
the
at
Air
all these
Force.
little happy mistakes.
He was in the Air Force. He was a chain smoker, I guess. That's
Most
why he
people
died.
call those kids now.
Yeah, exactly.
You know when Harry Potter, like those books came out, there was always those groups of kids in school that were,
Learning
They read
things.
books way bigger than I could ever read in my life.
They had it, and I'm like, they had it at school, and it's like 700 pages or whatever
Yeah.
it is, and I'm just like, what is that? And they're like, it's Harry Potter, and I was like, oh, I don't know about that. And they go, oh yeah, there's a movie coming out like in 3 months, and I was like,
I'll wait the 3 months.
deal.
Yeah. It would take me 7 months to finish this book.
Yeah.
Alex is still trying to figure out that the red crayon is A for apple.
It was, yeah.
That was a solid plan, though.
I looked at those kids, and I'm just like, ooh.
Yeah.
Which is probably why they're all smarter than me.
They're not. I
Nope, they're
guarantee
not.
it.
I know a few.
I
of them.
guarantee
I
they're
still
not.
know a few of them. They're smart.
There's a few up on 16 I told to go play in traffic. I think they probably did.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. I did hear about that.
Parents, know where your kids are. Keep them out of traffic. Get off the golf course.
Yeah. When I worked here,
Unless it's nighttime.
when I worked here,
Then you can go fishing in the dark and getting it on.
You
Those are my
let me
kids.
go fishing in the dark.
Whose kids were swimming in the pond the other night?
The
Somebody-
retarded ones.
They're itchy right now, probably.
I was going to say that's a terrible idea.
There's some big fish in there too.
When I worked here decades
Used to
ago,
know.
When you're dangling little bait, that could
they
be
got rid of 'em.
very horrible for a small young
They
man.
killed them all off when they.
when I worked
drain
here a
that.
decade ago, they didn't allow kids under 6.
No, if they're there, they're back there by somebody
ever
I
see
may
The
or may
Simpsons?
not know.
You ever see The Simpsons with the third eye? Like they're still in there. They just see differently.
Oh, the fish. Yeah.
I was told I could go catch them out of the lake and put them over there if I wanted to.
Didn't somebody catch a
That's-
giant fucking fish in there?
That's not
over there?
true, and you can't do that.
I was
Thank God this is not video recorded.
Yeah.
I was given permission by somebody.
I know
That
somebody who
has
does
authority.
that. I know somebody who does that, and my kids have caught some great fish out of there.
There was,
But
a,
there
They
was
tasted
a-
like pencils.
there was a largemouth. There was a
I've
largemouth.
never kept them.
There was a largemouth bass that
There was a giant
that
in
a
there.
golden eagle grabbed last summer, and he dropped the head on the ladies' tee on number 9. So we come down the hill. The head on this thing,
It was 4 or 5 inches long.
and I was like,
Yeah.
this had to have been an 8-pound fish. I mean, a big largemouth bass.
Yeah.
How
My
deep
son
is those?
caught like a 5-pounder out of there.
20.
Yeah.
I think they're
feet?
about 20.
In the middle?
18 to 20.
Holy
if I
shit.
remember right.
Well, I could get my kayak out there
when
with my
they-
little
when
depth
it's-
finder, and
Yeah.
When it's totally full, like
Yeah,
right
yeah,
now,
yeah,
when you're
when it's
below
at the
your
brim.
drainage bucket, then
Wow.
obviously it's
Yeah.
6. But when you're up to the grass level, it's 18.
Yeah, a few years ago when it froze like totally solid, it killed them off. Somebody may or may not have caught a few fish and put them back in there again.
And oddly enough, they don't just.
And then,
They are flying fish, and we have plenty of those now.
Oh, yeah.
Like,
They make their way from Avondale Lake right over the pond.
I saw
Something
them
we
in
can't
Thailand.
control.
They can fly for like
There's-
300 yards. So like that's just far enough for the
there's-
flying fish to get over
there's,
here and then change into ass.
the frogs are finally back. When they cut down all the, well, I don't think you're allowed to do that, so I don't know if I should say that.
Big
But
ass frogs, by the
there
way.
used to be all the cattails in there. All the frogs were gone for a year, and they're back again.
They are.
there's
My
sunfish
My
on the
son
water.
went to
and those are
Thailand
on number
for
2.
3 weeks.
Is there?
Just got
Yeah.
back.
I threw a
Fucking
cracker
amazing.
in there one day, and they came up and ate it.
You gave it that.
Disbelief.
Where did he go?
He was downtown Bangkok. And then he went down
Oh, he
to
went
the
to
southern.
District 9.
Well, if that's what it's called.
Okay.
Backpackers District. That's where a lot of the hostels are. And
He's in the military, so
All
he
right,
wasn't in the backpack.
We're going to pause
Oh,
for just a
We're gonna
second.
pause real quick.
We'll be right back.
All right. All right. We are back. And for all those not watching and just listening, you're going to hear the most beautiful sound you've heard. There you go.
a proper bottle of bourbon being poured.
Ooh, there it is.
You're just gonna get more people mad at you because they didn't get to have one.
Yeah.
Worst place you've ever been?
Oh, Jim,
Kelsey has traveled probably, he probably hasn't traveled more than you.
You
Mine
were,
was
you, were
required.
you were forced to do
Yeah.
it. This was
I
voluntary.
was
His
drug
was
along,
voluntary.
which I loved it.
Yeah.
yeah, I don't recommend going to Johannesburg, and there's a reason for that.
Where's
Johannesburg,
that?
you mean Johannesburg?
Johannesburg. There was a famous feller down there. Most people know about him.
Yeah.
There's one thing you don't do when you get off the airport.
You shout yay apartheid?
Absolutely. And then you go to Robben Island. Don't do that. That's in Cape Town. But
Huh. So South
Stay-
Africa.
Johannesburg, hop on whatever like version of Uber they have, go straight to the closest casino, and do not leave until your next flight departs.
Oh, stay secure.
Absolutely. I'll tell you what, like if you get outside of the hotel and the casino and you go do the historic tour, it is literally like a line in the road. Like Eminem talked about an 8 mile, like if you go to the right, you're okay. If you go to the left, you're probably not doing so well. So you look across the street, right down the fucking divide. Like this side has all kinds of ribbon wire, and it's no running water, and it's the galvanized steel roofs. And this side, like, hey, congratulations, you got a nice brick home that has running water, and everything is fantastic. On your way there, all you got to do is see, like, look through all these burnt out skyscrapers that never got finished, that are turned into like homeless shelters, and it's not awesome. So what you do?
So
is
you mean like Portland or
Well, yeah, no, so Vancouver, Seattle, LA, San Francisco, San Diego. Let's do that again.
Yeah.
All right. One more time. Everything is failing as shit. Like, so it's like with the homeless encampment in front of the Ritz-Carlton, like it's kind of awkward.
Yeah.
But if you stay in a hotel, you can go down to the hotel bar. I'll tell you what, like I was down there for 11 hours. I didn't leave the compound. I got all the pictures from everybody else that did. I'm glad that I stayed there. And
How many?
so
How many kids did you see with like Super Bowl shirts from the losers?
The Panthers. And whatever that was. 15.
So in Mozambique,
The Seahawks.
in Maputo in Mozambique, a bunch.
Yeah.
I would just go strolling. You can find a margarita in any country in the fucking world, damn near, that I've been to. And if by chance that you're not in the mood for a margarita, Johnny Walker is every fucking where. It's either black label, green, or red. And oh my God, in the middle of Myanmar and Inlay Lake, like you can still get a margarita and you can follow it with a shot of blended scotch from them.
I actually don't know where you just said you were.
He was in a bar and this guy in a British Knights t-shirt was pouring him a Johnny Walker.
Okay.
In let's see, that would have been in either southern, like southeastern Asia, or in Swaziland or Botswana, Zimbabwe, Namibia. Like, yeah, you can find all of that shit. Johnny Walker walks all over the world.
And it sounded like you were in a very certain part of Africa that
All of the South.
it's
So anything from Angel Falls, Victoria Falls, Victoria Falls South, Cape Town, Johannesburg, Namibia, all of that shit. Like, alcohol is easy to fucking come up with. They love it.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, you'd have to love it. They don't have AC there.
yeah.
Well,
How
that's
else
why
do you think
that's,
they sleep?
that's why soccer is so popular. I mean, football. You have to get some kind of outdoor wind coming through.
Oh, they got rugby. Rugby's their thing in South Africa.
Yeah, the Bears out of Cape Town. Those are. So at the time I went over there, I was 6'3", probably 275, 280. And for the white guys who were walking around town on Black Friday, because capitalism kicks ass in Cape Town, I was a midget.
Seems like a weird
Really?
holiday to have.
They call it White Friday.
There's some large humans down there. Like, Cape Town is the best food that I've ever had. Went to a spot called Burger and Lobster, and had.
I don't think I trust him.
I hope
When
you.
it's all-
Jesus
when it's-
Christ,
hey,
man.
when it's dirt roads and goats running around
It's the middle of Cape
and little
Town.
kids with the big bellies, and
Did you
it's
get-
called. It's like yummy crab.
What is it called?
Burger and Lobster in Cape Town.
And you got the chicken, right?
I will say
It's all goat.
I
It's all
ordered a
goat.
pizza.
And
What do you
what,
mean?
the 27 or 30 countries I've been to, like, they have Uber down there, and it's the most amazing Uber system ever. So you get picked up, and like for the ride that would cost us to go from here to like Tipsy Pine,
Yeah.
you get picked up in a fucking wide body 740 IL with chilled drinks in the back rest, and it's $3.
I would just Uber around everywhere.
Oh, dude, it was like
Act
going
like,
up the
act
coast.
like a diplomat or something.
Yeah. Like,
totally
here's
are.
my driver. He's like,
Put some flags on the front
I didn't
fenders.
sign up for this bullshit.
With the tariffs on their vehicles and the taxes to bring them into the country, that's like a $320,000 car. It's damn near double the price. And you're paying $4 to go 5 miles with chilled beverages in the fucking.
Seems like a good
rest.
way to get kidnapped.
I know. And then you wake up and you got a scar
Yeah,
right here.
you wake up in a bathtub full of ice.
All I had
By
to
the
do
way, you
is
don't have
donate
kidneys
3
anymore.
livers and 5 kidneys.
Yeah.
But like
All right. We'll switch gears.
Lobster
Oh, go ahead.
thermidor
Yeah.
and dual tomahawk ribeyes and bacon infused Woodfords. It was the first time that I ever had Jack Daniel's Sinatra. I was in the south of fucking Africa.
No shit.
Dude, they put on a deal down there. Like, it's so fun.
Huh.
Well, the front end of this story made it sound like I never want to set foot in this area.
Yeah,
Now
just
I
get
want
the
to go.
Get the fuck out of Johannesburg. Go straight to Cape Town.
All right, Cape
Gotcha.
Town's where it's at.
Like,
What's your favorite place you've ever gone?
Cape Town.
Thailand. Thailand's incredible. Yeah, it's like, but as far as like architectural bullshit, like you want to go to Cambodia and go to like Ta Prohm and Bayon and all those. Like
I went to Da Prom a couple of times.
Da Prohm. I went to the Da Prohm twice. Like the city of 10,000 faces, that place is fucking amazing. Angkor Wat is mind blowing. Like there is no way on God's green earth that was created by. Well, we got 1 million slaves, so we can make fucking statues and fucking like build this moat, and you look at it, and now that we have like the ground penetrating sonar and seeing the layout of that entire thing, like being there on foot, walking through it, there's no way in hell that was built 600 years ago with some guy with a fucking stone pen. Like, ding, ding, ding.
Let's put this here.
You could have the entire population of all of the United States trying to put that shit together, and no way in hell.
Yeah.
It's just mind blowing.
Oh, you know what? I heard a weird statistic. You know, in Australia, how many people a year do you think die from snake bites?
All of them.
1 billion.
It was like 2 to 3.
Huh?
Yeah,
Well, they have a good anti-venom program.
yeah,
over there.
they're all probably immune at this point.
Yeah, they're
Like, so
Australians.
what
they
happened-
just say,
why
hey,
were-
cunt.
Yeah, but then, so what do you
Like,
think?
why were you late for school? Well, damn it, this fucking water moccasin, and then this
What-
other fucker.
What do you think it is in the
teamed up on
United
me.
States?
20.
It's like 4 to 5.
Because they import the fucking
So
things.
how many in India every year? 45 to 48,000.
What?
Yeah.
They got a
It's
really.
the Cobras.
I'm like,
yeah,
well, are
they're
they
picking out the
fucking
weak.
with them? Like,
Yes, they're not.
They're out there on
They're
the
always
street
trying to
going,
prove
oh,
them.
yeah.
Like, watch, I'm going to pull this head off. And watch this, bam, it bites him in the face.
That
then they're
motherfucker
dead.
got me again.
Have you ever watched YouTube?
Yeah.
And a cobra coming up, he's like, no, yeah, no,
I can't
My-
believe it.
dead.
Bit,
My
I can't
kid's
believe
late
it
for
bit me.
kindergarten.
Like, yeah, I heard that today, and I was like, that's insane.
Huh.
So they don't have an immunity over there.
40-some thousand
Yeah.
people in India. Well,
but
it's
they have
probably-
like 2.5 or 2.3 billion.
Yeah, it's insane.
Well, the population density probably has something
It's a
to do
drop
with the
in the
problem.
bucket.
And then they said, let's train them to do dances.
Smack, smack, smack. What's under the bucket?
And oh, sorry, you're late for school.
By the way, back to your comment, John.
What?
Australia's favorite word, cunt,
Yeah.
which I'm
See
not
you
going to
next
believe.
Tuesday.
It's a good word.
Yeah. That's a great word.
It is.
I
It
love it.
means so
Every
much.
time all the comedy comes out and they just say cunt over and over and over again, just makes me happy.
Yeah.
The Brits like that
great
too.
It
Though.
goes,
Yeah.
it's
Seeing that it
right
is
to the
their-
point.
Yeah.
I know, yeah.
There's the British, and
You're
then
not
they sent all
confused when somebody
Nope.
says cunt.
I
They're
heard-
not. Well, I am a little confused because they say cunt like when they're happy too over in
Oh,
Australia.
no. Well, and then also, it just has so many different meanings. I remember talking to a guy, and he was talking about his car breaking down. I was like, what happened? He's like, oh, it went all cunt on me. I'm like, it did what? It went all cunt on me. Like, oh, so it broke down? Yeah. I'm like, okay. So I don't know. Is that an adverb, an adjective, a noun, a verb? I
broke.
don't know. Yeah.
It broke.
It
I
broke
think it's
down.
kind of like fuck.
Yeah.
You can use it however you want.
But
A little
cunt-
fuck broke on me. That fucker punched me in the face. This little fucker ran out of the gas.
yeah.
Yeah,
But cunt
Like
is a very
George Carlin,
versatile
right?
word.
it is.
George Carlin and all
Canadians
the ways
use
that
it a
you can
lot.
use fuck.
The
It's an
Canadians
yeah.
do too.
It's an adjective, it's a noun. It's like,
It multi-dimensional.
cunt, same thing.
Yeah.
See you next Tuesday, bitch.
Yeah, but they call their friends that too. Like,
Oh, yeah.
that's
Yeah.
it's a term of endearment and like
Yeah, when they
between
give it-
guys in a lot of these countries too.
Well, yeah, I call
They
all
stop
of you
and they're
fucking-
like, "You filthy cunt," and you're like, "Oh yeah, no, that's my best friend."
Yeah.
Well, I can totally help with this. I call all of you guys a bunch of fuckers.
Well, yeah.
True.
Like so.
Like
I
if
think
you were
I
ever,
literally said that when I walked in the door today. What's up, fuckers?
Yeah,
You did.
I think that's your that's your
Cunt.
How you doing?
Hey, what's up, cunt?
like if you guys were nice to me, I'd be real suspicious.
That's where you know you're not friends.
That's when you're like that guy was eerily nice to me today. I'm watching out for that guy.
It was super scary. He's like, "Good to see all you cunts over here."
You're talking to your therapist, and they're like, "So, why is it you're upset?" I don't know. I went to my friend's house, and all these guys were there, and they were being nice to me.
What a bunch of
they were-
dicks.
They were all loving and understanding. It just didn't sit well with me.
Yeah.
Those fucking pussies.
The guy said, "What can I help you with today?" And it didn't go over well.
I would love to go to a shrink.
I would not.
I think
You
it-
would. Oh
I think
shit!
it would
You would
be-
have so much fun.
I think it would be fun. I think if you do
I
it,
would-
if you do it right, they're laying on the couch at the end of the session.
I was just gonna say, by the end of the
Hopefully,
session, I'd have them on the couch saying, "All right."
and
let's
you're hoping
identify
that it's a
this."
female.
Well, they're like
Upside down on the couch
they're
at the end of
they're
the
in the
session.
fetal position, going like, this guy gets to walk around freely every day.
He's allowed in public?
Oh my goodness, that guy has a car.
Yeah.
He's going to drive it somewhere you don't like.
Johannesburg.
That's going to be a long bridge.
You know what's a bad? It's not a bad town, but my worst experience was Las Vegas for a week.
Agreed.
That
I've done
was
that.
horrible.
Well, everybody hates
My
that
mom thought it would be a great idea to get my wife and I for our 21st birthdays. She got us a week in Vegas. 3 days in, I'm like, fuck you.
shit. Hopefully she fucking took
hate
a
this
second
place.
mortgage on her house.
Yeah.
I hate this place. No, she got me the place. It was my responsibility to fucking ruin the rest of my life for the fucking 7 days that I was there.
You
Yeah.
can only do so much fun in
3
that.
days
2
in
nights.
Vegas.
Yeah.
2 nights, 3 days,
Yeah.
which
3 days in
includes a day
Vegas is-
flying in and a day flying out.
And you want to get the flight that's closest to your checkout time. There's nothing worse than like you got to check out at 11
Yeah.
and your flight is until 7 p.m. Like
Yeah.
Yeah, you're walking
and you've
around
already
pulling your
spent all your
suit-
money.
Yeah, pulling your suitcase around, sitting on the side of the road, like, hey, am I begging for money or is this guy begging for money?
you're trying to
That's
figure
a
out
proper
now
12
how do
number
I
to
get,
me.
how do I get there?
Yeah.
I had my favorite Las Vegas story, and I know everyone's like, what happens today? And I go, no, I'm. So
No, I'll tell everything that
we were
happened in Vegas.
drinking. We were drinking all day. We were down there for NASCAR, and at our hotel they had a 24-hour Coney Island hot dog stand. So the chili cheese hot dogs,
And if you've seen him take down a fucking
pickle,
you could imagine what he could do to a Coney Island dog.
and so
I'm
you
getting
know,
excited.
so drunk me, I look and I'm like, oh, they're
Sorry,
like
my bad.
they're like $2.50. I'm like, I go, I want 6. Give me 6.
6 what?
6
inches.
Coney
Coney
dogs.
Island hot dogs. So I'm literally walking up to the room with a tray that I told the guy, I go, I'll bring it back tomorrow, I swear. And so I go up there. Well, drunk me eats about 2 of them and then rolls around in the bed sheets with the other 4. So I
Some
wake,
of them accidentally end up in your butt.
so I wake up
There
in
is
the
no way for that to come out clean.
I wake up in the morning and I lift the sheets. I forgot that I ate chili cheese dog, so I don't think it's chili. And then I see the hot dog, and I see the buns, and I'm like,
Who did I murder?
What happened in Vegas? I shit myself.
There's only 2 hot dogs missing.
the problem was I felt really bad, so I left a note and a $20 bill that said, it's chili, not shit. And I left it there. And so I go down to meet my buddies for breakfast or whatever. And I was like, oh, yeah, this is what happened. And I left a note, though, and a $20 tip. And they're like, did you spell it? Did you write it in Spanish? And I was like, no. And they go, they're not going to know what that says. And I was like, oh,
The
shit.
hooker took the money.
Yeah.
It wasn't me.
Yeah, it's hard to explain. Like, but that's got to be a wild job. Like, housekeeper in Las Vegas.
Oh,
You could
boy.
open that door and it
You
could-
don't have to say Las Vegas. Housekeeper
But-
anywhere.
No, but
I would
Las
say
Vegas, though, is-
especially Las Vegas.
Like you put that key card in to clean that room. It could be the retired couple that just had a quiet weekend,
Or a biohazard suit.
or it could be sex swings from the ceiling and animals in there. Like you have no idea.
Yeah.
It could be Alex ordering chili dog.
Yeah, chili. I
This
swear
isn't the
they're chili
conversation
dogs.
LeBron versus Jordan. Like he was the GOAT.
Fucking Tyson was here and there's a goddamn lion chasing you.
There's a tiger in the room. Like
Yeah.
I wonder what their union is like. You think that's pretty strong? The housekeepers union in Las Vegas.
Is there a housekeepers union?
There sure is.
Huh.
I feel like that would be one that if you're the company, like you're just gonna have a bunch of pissed off ladies. Like you have to give into their
You
demands.
gotta cave all the time.
Yeah.
All the time.
So
So
what
you-
are we gonna do? Whatever you guys want.
Yeah.
We'll throw into your cave whenever you want.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's not going to work out all right.
Yeah, not a bad town. Just
Chilly.
you can't be there too long.
It's not an IV truck. That's just for penicillin.
Yeah. 2 nights is the max.
Yeah.
You have one full day when you wake up, you do whatever, gambling, whatever, eat, party during the day, gamble at night, get super hammered, go to bed. That's the one day, the full day. Other than that, it's just getting there and getting back.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it is funny now that it's like I went there. Was that 4 years ago? I think I went there, and we were traveling through. Stayed there in the RV. took a lap around the strip with the kids
What?
in the Jeep and just drove around. And it's like, I don't have anything against it, but since they legalized weed there is a cloud of smoke on the strip all day, every day when you're there.
I had to drink
And
three
it's like,
quarters
I
of
don't
bottle.
really give a shit, but fuck.
Yeah. It's
Really?
nonstop. Yeah.
Yeah.
I bought one homeless guy a beer there once because he had the best sign I've ever seen. His sign just said, "My ex-wife had a better lawyer." And I was like, "I'll buy you a
I'll
beer."
buy
dude."
you a
One
beer,
beer
you're
is
in, bud.
the worst thing you could do for a homeless guy. One beer. It's
What are you
like,
talking about? That's a
Oh,
great
I've,
thing.
I had to drink three-quarters
I've
of-
handed out bottles of liquor on my way back to the airport in the Uber because I'm like, wow, what am I gonna do? I can't take
it
them on the
there.
flight.
Here you go.
Yeah.
It took me 3/4 of a fifth of proper 12 to get into the Uber to get to the airport to pass out on the plane to get back.
To get back home,
One of my finest moments.
I have so much anxiety on my way home out of
Oh, it
Vegas.
is. It's awful.
Ooh,
I left early
because you
Like,
can't go over Nellis, so you gotta spiral up to get your elevation, right?
No, I'm just saying, just because of all the money I lose anytime I'm in Vegas, and then I get the anxiety thing going on.
Yeah.
I got to get out of there. I'm missing calls and work shit and stuff. I'm like, fuck. I got to get home and deal with all this crap.
If you want to have a video that'll
I
just
just
go
had to make it home,
absolutely
you gotta deliver.
viral, you just film people flying into Vegas and then you film people flying out of Vegas.
The reaction.
Over
if I
and
had
over and over
mascara on, there would
Yeah,
have been
I'd
these
be
things going on.
I
crying.
look like a member of KISS.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did. Well, I did a week in, I think it was 10 days down in Puerto Vallarta at an all-inclusive. And, we're basically drinking from sun up to sun up. I mean, you didn't know what time it was. The guy was just, he'll make you a drink and you're like, oh, it must be lunchtime.
It tastes like breakfast.
So anyways, we're going back through the airport and you're so deathly hungover on that last day. That
Yeah.
We're going into the airport and there's a Sparrow pizza. And I'm like,
A what?
In Mexico?
yeah.
Is
They
that
have one of those in the Spokane Valley Mall. I
Yeah.
know
Oh,
that
that's a
flavor.
company?
Yeah, it's
Oh,
like a,
Sparrow Pizza is actually pretty legit.
yeah. So anyways,
They got like a pizza bar and then they got some other random shit in there usually.
some salad.
So basically, like what you're saying, like when you're getting done with a vacation, you're just like, I don't care what anything costs. So I go through there, and the guy, I'm like, what do you got for pizza? He's like, we got 2 slices of Hawaiian left. And I was like, fuck it. All right, give me it. And he goes, yeah, that'll be like $22. And I was like, don't care. Here you go, run it. Then I walk over to the thing, and they're selling like liters of water. They were like $12 a piece. And I was like, don't care, need these to live. Like,
They mirror our current prices here.
These sound like tomorrow's
yeah,
problems.
like that's the best racket is the airport at a resort because everyone's just like, well, if I don't have this, I'm gonna die on this flight from kidney failure.
I got 3 new kidneys on ice just because I went to Vegas.
John, what's your
Johannesburg.
favorite place you've been? Was it when you lived in Spain?
My favorite city is Madrid. It's not on the water or anything. 'Cause
Yeah.
You think I would like a beach town.
Right.
Oh, fuck, I love Madrid.
Porto
Just so
was
cool.
awesome.
The what?
Portugal.
Oh, yeah.
That area over there is pretty rad.
Yeah.
I can't.
Did you go to a bullfight?
Oh, yes. Many.
That's why he's
Did we
stitched up.
talk about the bullfights on this yet?
I have no clue, but
I think we have.
probably. But the bullfight's the most intense sporting event you can ever go to.
It is. It's absolutely
they're like-
fucking insane.
That guy might die. That guy might die. That horse is probably gonna die. That guy might die. And sure as shit, like inevitably,
Somebody
one
dies.
of those happens.
Yeah.
You're like, oh fuck, that guy just died.
You know what the fucked up thing
I
is?
don't
I
think that's a
hate
true factual
horses.
statement.
No, that is true.
I've
did
watched
people-
multiple people die.
If you go through a 5-lane roundabout in Vietnam, like Frogger is a real deal. It's like, so which moped is going to get wiped out by which SUV, and can they make it to the middle of the circle?
I thought you were talking
being
about
a-
the people die. You're talking about the most intense sporting event. But yes, I agree. Yeah,
being
I
a-
understand.
Yeah, I thought you were talking about the people dying. I'm like, one of those has died. I guarantee you.
Were people mad like they'd go
Be
to
a
the bar?
pedestrian in Ho Chi Minh.
Yeah.
Like, were people mad when they would go to the bar afterwards? They're like, nobody died today at the bullfights. It was bullshit. I want a refund.
Well,
That's why they have so many beach chairs laid out around this fucking 5-lane octagon over there in Ho Chi Minh.
Why are you trying to get to the middle of a roundabout?
By the way, the funniest thing going to that is I went to one in, I think we were in Mazatlan in the bullfights, and the dude in front of me was like multimillionaire. You could tell by his wife and all her jewelry that she had
so
on.
he was like
Multimillionaire guy in front of us. Anyways, the bull ends up winning. He probably killed a guy. I'm pretty sure I saw the guy die. They threw him over the
wall.
side of the wall at the end, so I'm pretty sure that guy died. But he was
you don't need to leave it there. I just did it.
he was extremely angry
Funsies.
that he had already prepaid for that bull's balls ahead of time. And so he was mad the bull didn't die.
oh.
The bull won.
So you can bet on the bull or the fighter.
Yeah. And most of the time the bull's gonna die.
I feel like I'd
Pretty
take
fucking
I feel like I'd take the bull.
That's
Yeah.
a bad bet.
The different
Yeah, but it probably
stages,
pays out well.
Yeah.
the different stages of the bullfight it all goes against the bull.
Yeah, when
They're
they
cutting shit
start
up.
stabbing shit into his neck to
Oh,
cut his neck up, and it's a gruesome
It's pretty
sport,
intense.
but it's pretty fun to watch.
Good old spear toss.
Cockfighting's a real
The
thing.
good news is as soon as that gets finished
We've been
up,
doing it this whole time.
That's what's been going on under there.
God damn it!
But that was, I think I might even mentioned this before, but so Connor my kid went to Madrid. He was hanging out there for, I don't know, a week. I don't know. And he went to a bullfight, and there was this Asian family sitting in front of him, and they started talking. They're like, yeah, we've never been to a bullfight before. And from the moment it started with the people sawing from horseback, sawing the bull's muscles right down the back, they were like, man, see you later. They got up, walked out.
The sad thing is, as much as I fucking hate horses, it drives me nuts that they could throw the guy out there in the horse when it's like, the bull's gonna fuck that horse up no
Even
matter
with the
what.
padding, they got the
it doesn't
padding
matter.
hanging
The
down.
padding doesn't do shit.
Just so
He's
you
gonna
need-
flip that motherfucker.
they just need more glue.
Yeah, I know.
It's like
the world
coming-
needs glue.
Like coming back in from the marina
Isn't that in their
Cabo,
hooves?
right?
Maybe they're getting it from that.
Yeah.
You know, all of a sudden you caught a big fish. You come into the marina in Cabo and like, we're gonna cook this for you. And then, well, the bull dies. Like, how many steaks do you get, and how fresh are they 20 minutes after this shit's over?
I don't think an adrenaline bull,
infused
yeah.
bull muscular thing. There's not enough fat in there. Those
Yeah.
steaks they'd like chew on this desk.
Oddly enough, we have ground bull.
It was goat.
He was the goat. Now he's just a bull.
Yeah.
Yep.
What's your favorite place, Alex?
Ooh, favorite place.
North
You've ever
Dakota.
been?
Yeah, North
Okay,
Dakota.
North. Yeah.
Did you grow up in North Dakota?
Yeah, I grew up in North Dakota.
Fargo? That's the best place you could ever go, right?
No, that town sucks. I hate that town.
Anybody from North Dakota that says another North Dakota town sucks, doesn't even matter.
No.
Doesn't make any.
This is more of our personal thing.
We're just gonna.
That would be like you guys being like, Pocatello, screw that town. Like,
Hey,
But
fuck
that's
you! I was
legit.
born there, you dick.
Pocatello sucks.
It does suck. It smells like shit.
See, John's like, that town sucks.
I agree.
Alex like, I love Sturgis.
Well, that's
They
South,
bring
South
good
Dakota.
shows
South
for
Dakota.
Dude, that's South Dakota.
Yeah,
We
wrong
don't-
Dakota.
We don't talk about that.
Well, I know there's nothing in North Dakota that's good.
You said wrong Dakota, but it sounded like you said Ron Dakota. What a great name! I want to name if I were to have a kid again, I'd name him Ron Dakota.
Well,
If you have a kid again, it'll be made
son
of
of Ron
dust.
Jeremy.
So I'm gonna ask you. So say the state that I was born in.
Minnesota,
No,
Spain.
no, you already said it. But say I like I
South
love
Dakota.
no, I love the way that people say it, but they all say it wrong.
North Dakota.
North Dakota?
Well, you say it pretty good. So it's North Dakota. You don't
North?
say North. You
No, I say North Dakota.
You say North.
They don't use all the.
You don't do the
Wait,
H.
are you supposed to say North like I say North Dakota?
Yeah, North
Well,
Dakota.
there's only 24 letters in their alphabet.
We skipped over that one. Yeah, you say it North Dakota. It's not North Dakota. It's North
Yeah.
Dakota.
The center of North America.
No, that's Wallace.
That is Rugby.
That's center of the
Rugby,
universe.
North Dakota is the geological center of North America.
Geographical.
What did I say? Geological?
Yeah.
They got
Well,
the most centrist rocks in there.
The most centrist.
They got everything there.
Yeah.
You know
That
the,
is
But the center
the
of the
most boring
universe is in
state to
Wallace.
drive through.
no.
I've never been there.
No, the worst.
Oh, wait, no. Oh,
the
I'm
worst
sorry, I
state
did.
to
I went to
drive
Williston.
through. The worst state to drive through is Wyoming.
Bullshit.
Montana.
No, eastern Wyoming.
Yeah, okay.
Montana.
I'll give
Eastern
you that.
Wyoming is the worst.
I'll give you
Montana.
Eastern Wyoming.
Eastern Montana's pretty bad. North Dakota's.
Like you go from Idaho to Chicago and you're driving Montana.
No,
That's-
Oh,
yeah.
Once you
Hold
get
on.
past Whitefish and
You-
once you get out of Glacier, like on Highway 2, ugh,
Oh, the upper, yeah.
horrible.
Going to Haver.
10.5 hours of.
There's a sign that says, turn here to Great Falls, and you're like, well,
If we
maybe
do
I
it
should kill
17
myself.
Yeah.
no,
Dude, you guys, okay.
You haven't let him finish his favorite place.
So yeah.
Hurry up.
According to his last
Because we
girlfriend,
got to
he
go to
never
the worst
sees
place
this.
to drive across.
Oh,
You guys
yeah.
don't even know.
I would say
You haven't done it
I
yet.
would say my favorite place to go to is Estapa
What the hell's that?
down in Mexico. It's the
That's a
Is
good
that
spot.
right next to Agoa?
no, it's right next to Zihuatanejo,
So dumb.
the dirty fishing village
yeah.
from
Yeah.
Shawshank.
Shawshank?
Yeah,
Yeah.
but no, Estapa's a great place. That's
Which, by the way, I think that's bullshit. Andy Dufresne.
calls it a dirty fishing village.
Andy Dufresne says, you got to remember this one town. Zihuatanejo. And then 40 years later, Morgan Freeman's like, what was that one town he said? Oh, yeah, Zihuatanejo. You wouldn't fucking remember that.
You're gonna find a box in a rock wall or whatever. You're like
Nondescript
Field that
wall.
looks like it's from fucking Ireland.
Yeah.
Okay,
Okay.
you can go back to your worst state now.
Here we go.
all right.
He
It's not the
answered-
worst state. It's probably the greatest state.
No, worst states to drive through.
I go eastern Wyoming, but
You go from fucking East Texas all the way across to West Texas, through the Panhandle, then through Amarillo.
three time
In
zones.
Oklahoma.
Dude, it is fucking insane. I was just talking to somebody that
When did you drive through there?
Before he had a driver's license.
2019.
When he was on the no fly list. So
I had to fucking fly.
When
Still on
he
it.
was on?
So I was just talking to this this dude in Seattle, and
Why?
they were going from he's from St. Paul.
he said Seattle. He said Seattle.
Thank you.
I'll do it for you.
So he's from St. Paul, and
That's in
he and his
Minnesota,
family.
right?
Yes. No.
No,
Minnesota's awesome.
leave that alone.
St. Paul, though, that's fair for St. Paul.
Yeah, true.
That's Hennepin County. That place sucks.
Been there.
John, we're going to have a new rule. Guests aren't allowed to touch the board.
Unless they're absolutely accurate.
They fucking went from
bring it
St.
on.
Paul. This is in the northern edge of the United States, and they were going down to a beach town in Texas. And when they left
Oh, fuck.
fucking Minnesota, this town up there, when they hit the border of Texas, they were halfway there. That's
That
how
is
big
actually
Texas
crazy.
is.
Oh, yeah.
That's how big Texas is.
It's
Yeah.
Fucking huge.
You know how flat North Dakota is?
Yes.
You can watch your dog run away for 2 weeks.
What's the highest elevation in North Dakota?
I should know this. Because it's not a real number. It's a joke.
I would say
Well,
Kelsey.
The fact.
Oh,
With a heart on. Yeah.
I don't know. The starting center for the UND basketball team? I don't know.
Caitlin Clark.
Fuck
Oh
her.
no, she was Iowa.
She sucks.
Well, then you have Florida, like the highest elevation point
Oh,
in
it's
all
not
of
a
Florida is
jo- oh, yeah.
325 feet.
Yeah.
So that's
Like,
not,
so does
No.
Iowa or South Dakota beats the shit out of that. North Dakota
we have
beats the shit
we
out
have
of
a
that.
hill that's probably 40 feet in the air. I don't know.
Do you know the
Okay.
answer?
Okay, Google.
I thought it was a joke. I was waiting for the punchline.
I know.
You guys have more elevation change than Florida does, and like half the fucking states in the country.
Jesus Christ, we're gonna look this up later and post it or something.
Well,
He was right with the 300 and something feet in Florida.
325
since
feet in Florida.
we've
That's all I
made
get.
fun of Idaho, we've made fun of North Dakota, Minnesota.
Well, we can't make fun of California
Do you
because
wanna
it's just
do
too
you wanna
fucking
hear
easy.
my-
Hold on. Wah, wah, wah.
Sorry.
Do you want to hear my Montana joke?
Yeah.
Yes.
I made this one up too, so
Oh,
I'm
boy, this
taking
should
credit
be good.
for this. So
Good job, Gronk.
did you hear about the Montana sheep rancher who sold his entire flock?
No.
He was arrested for sex trafficking.
Pretty fair.
That's my favorite Montana joke.
He was the first one that told me about the sheep that got stunk in a fence.
Hey, Velcro gloves are a real thing.
I actually like Montana. Sorry, fellas.
Yeah.
I love Montana.
Did you hear?
I love like the first 200 miles. Like Missoula, this way is rad. Everything from Missoula, the other way is shit.
Are you talking like halfway through Missoula? Because Missoula's not that awesome either.
Well, yeah, but they have these guys running around
There's
wearing
no
these
hot chick.
Birkenstocks and socks.
Yeah, Hippie
So
Town,
they're-
USA.
Well, yeah, it's fun
they
to
got
point and laugh.
they got a good brewery there. That's pretty good.
And I'll tell you what, they
Oh, and
probably
Sudden Wisdom Bourbon, they make that there.
Oh,
Absolutely.
That's a good one.
So there's a couple of things that came out of Missoula that were mildly decent.
I gotta do something on work stuff here.
Yeah. Oh,
yep. You carry on.
Okay, we
What
just-
happened with Missoula?
All right, so what do you guys really think of John?
all right. So there's this guy John, and we're sitting in his basement.
Finally.
I'll tell you what, like I don't know him nearly as intimately like the backseat of a Toyota like Brun does.
Hey, a Camry is solid shit.
Those are the commercials they should do.
They
The
should.
Toyota Camry going to some peak up
Spy
in,
on cop.
I still
Spy on cock.
I'm still can't.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
Yeah, awkward.
I'm gonna throw a picture. Have you never really been there?
I don't know how you spell that.
Spy on
SPYONCOCK.
COP.
No.
Oh,
Yes.
see that's
You're correct. He's wrong. I was answering at the same time.
oh.
He's trying to spell it cock, which is not correct.
Oh, well, the first time I thought that's what you said was spy on cock, and I was like, seems kind of weird. You and John were going up there together.
It's totally okay to go up there and do it on snowmobiles because, like you said, like even if you have to take a piss at that elevation, it's kind of hard to deal with fucking 2 inches of meat and 4 inches of clothing.
True.
Yeah.
True.
But if you're in a fucking Toyota, none of that exists.
Well, that was growing up in North Dakota. It's like, how do you pee with 2 inches of dick through 3 inches of Carhartt? It's really tough in the
Which is
wintertime.
actually very true, too.
That's
That's difficult.
It's negative 30.
whole-
Yeah.
And it's a
Different
20
set
mile
of
an hour
tools.
wind, so if you go the wrong way, you're just peeing
Yeah, you're
back
just
in.
peeing into yourself.
Look at
You
all
probably
my,
warmed yourself up a little bit.
Well,
though.
look at my new
That's a
icicles.
life saving.
They're fucking horrible.
When did you move here from there?
2017.
Oh,
So I did 20.
God, I didn't realize you were there that long.
I did 27 years in North Dakota. And my mom's like, you ever think you'll move back? And I'm like, have you been to North Idaho? Hell no.
Yeah,
I'm like, this place is beautiful.
yeah.
I go, plus there's hunting season all year round.
True.
So
Just depends on what
Did you
you
go
want to
bear
kill.
hunting at all?
I went out last week. We went scouting. We didn't see anything. But no, I also will never go. I'll never move back to North Dakota because of the mosquitoes.
Yeah.
You have to get
Horrible.
a hunting license for those fuckers.
Dude, it's the state
You
bird.
really have
It's a-
mosquitoes that bad there?
It's the state bird.
I would have totally thought that would not be true because it's too cold.
No, they're
Not come summer without me. Minnesota ships all of them over the 10,000 lakes.
Yeah.
They just send them.
the last
They
time.
send them west.
The last time I
that's
was
true.
there, I walked from the airport door to my mom's car, and I think I got bit 5 times.
Jesus.
And I was
And he
literally,
lost 4 pounds of weight.
Yeah.
dude, I hate
That
mosquitoes.
was a blood transfusion.
Like people up here, they're like, "Oh, the mosquitoes were real bad. I got bit by 3," and I was like, 3? That's unheard of in North Dakota.
Hey, John, you should turn your shit back up, by the way, because nobody can hear it. There you go, fella.
All right, well,
First time
I didn't say
operating
anything
EQ.
yet. But I would have, and nobody would have heard me.
were you listening to what we were saying about you while you were gone?
Oh, no.
Oh,
It's okay.
luckily we have some sort of record of it.
You'll see it in the. You'll see
It's
it.
not even recorded. We turned everything off.
Ah, fuck! I forgot to bring. I was bringing a glass down to have some of that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where are we at, John?
Worst state to drive through for Kelsey. What do you have?
By car or by bike?
By
Car.
car.
Yeah, the eastern side of Montana is fucking mind numbing. But if you're on a Harley and you head down to Salt Lake City, and if you take a wrong turn and you wind up heading down through a construction zone for fucking 197 miles with orange cones and not a damn person out there doing 55 all by yourself in an entire half of a state, that shit sucks.
You mean Salt Lake City summed up in general, that it's
Right.
in a construction zone 99% of the time you ever drive through there?
Last
For the
time I
past
went
fucking 30 years.
from Twin Falls, Idaho down to Salt Lake,
Yeah.
the worst fucking travel I've ever done in my entire life.
Yeah.
I happened to be on the Harley and just cruising, set the cruise at 50.
Jesus.
Christ almighty, I was put the cruise control on and I didn't have the backrest on. I was literally doing setups, like tapping my head to the back fender and set up and back and set up.
You've
that why
never
you-
done a fucking
Is that why you have these abs?
Absolutely. They're hiding behind the keg, you fuck. They're there.
Do you still have the Harley?
No, dude, I put more miles on the golf cart, so I sold the Harley.
No, fair enough. That was a good choice.
I'm solely
By the way-
responsible for running golf carts into trees.
Well,
But then I had to get a new one that
True.
was a little slower.
yeah.
That doesn't kill you though. That just
No.
like
Breaks your
goes,
fucking
"Dang it."
ribs.
Yeah. The amount of goddamn people getting hit on motorcycles around here has shot through the roof, and it was like, fuck that. I don't need another one.
I don't know. I think the golf cart accidents on our golf course there's
Now,
always,
we have a handful of
there's
those.
a few
they're
every
they're
year.
entertaining, but nobody dies. But holy
The
crap.
Hayden cops are listening. You shut the fuck up. There's never been a wreck on this course ever.
Let me have a conversation about all the blow and goes that everybody has installed into their own personal golf carts to make sure everyone gets home safe and sane.
We all do
This
it.
is an announcement to all law enforcement everywhere that there's no way that you should ever enact a blow and go on a golf cart.
What do you mean? I walk. Like, if I have too much, I don't take my golf cart home. I walk from the clubhouse home. It's 300 yards.
Yeah, the last time you did that, you slipped and fell on the ice.
I
then
broke
you
my
got
leg.
you broke your leg walking home. And then
Did
we
you really?
Yeah, and I'm
we
pretty
drank $900 in fucking beer every fucking week,
I'm pretty sure the reason I broke my leg was because I only had 6 beers.
and you were carrying a six pack.
Because drunk me wouldn't have tried to catch himself falling.
You just dove into
That's
the
I
for,
was still-
that's for drunk idiots. To
I
catch
was
yourself.
still
Oh, yeah.
I was still sober, and that's why I thought I could catch myself, and it didn't work out.
So you caught yourself with your arms, but you broke your leg.
Yeah, it was like
He's not exactly sure how body functions work.
well, no. You know how the horse collar tackle is outlawed in football? I did the same thing, but on ice. I slipped, and this leg fell under that one, and I landed on
And
it.
then he jerked himself by the horse collar. Like, oh shit!
Yeah, and then I still walked home though. Still made it home.
And
I,
then
I thought it was a sprained ankle, and
it was.
I sent pictures the next morning of my swollen. I'm like, man, this is the worst sprained ankle ever. And everyone's like, that shit's broken. Like, you need to go to the ER. And I'm like, I don't know.
But
yeah,
he
it was-
needed good support, so I was
it
there
was-
every day drinking 6-packs with him, watching sports while he was hobbling in on his cask.
So when you were buying your house, we had to file like some sort of thing to the lender about, hey, this is his whatever.
Oh, that's right.
Oh,
That
yeah.
was at the same
medical.
time. I forgot about that.
Medical
Medical
something or
separation.
other. I'm like, what's wrong with Alex?
Well, they were like,
Like-
well, they wanted to know because at that time I was off on disability, and they're like, well, we need some recent pay stubs, and I'm like, well, this is what I made the years prior, but then it was way less because I was on that just disability, and so they're like, well, he's only making X amount a month, and it's like, no, he has a job, he's just has a broken leg.
I didn't know about the income part. I was just told we need to provide some sort of a documentation about his
Short-term
maybe it was
disability.
medical disability
Yeah.
stuff. I'm like, is Alex retarded?
By the way,
Yep.
John's used
They're
to.
like, if he doesn't get this, are we gonna get in trouble because we're discriminating against him?
No, yeah.
John's used to the retard comments coming to him, and he's like, "What kind of disability are we talking?"
Yeah, yeah, that was.
We couldn't give him a fork for like 6 months for fear of him harming himself.
It was fun though. Well, you know what? If I'd have to pick it all over again, I'd rather break an arm than a leg because it's really hard to cook on crutches. I can cook. I can stir a pot with one hand, but those crutches, you got no hands.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I had to eat every meal over at the club.
Hey, thanks everybody for watching. We're gonna go ahead and wrap her up.
I need to have some nearest uncle.
Yes.
That actually isn't a good
That's weird.
enable.
It's Uncle Nearest, but if
ever
you want
put
your
one-
nearest uncle, you'll have to go find him yourself.
Okay, yeah, because that wouldn't be a good label for a booze. Nearest uncle.
All right.
Happy birthday,
You ever,
Uncle Daddy.
Kelsey and Alex, thanks so much for coming on.
You ever put one of these
We'll
out
never-
and you feel bad for the people that have to watch it?
Yes.
We'll never do this again until next time.
Appreciate
Yes.
it.
Yeah.
Thanks,
All right.
guys.
Too long.
That was fun.